stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
That's what a lot of y'all word, cuz. Y'all word ass people. I'm tired of that shit.
Don't call me when I'm gone. Don't call me when I'm gone. You ain't care when I was yours. Now you feel it in your soul. Too late. I'm gone. You ain't love me, you was bored. Now you crying, now you're torn. I don't feel you anymore. Too late. I'm gone. You was playing both sides, I could see it. Every time I asked you about it, you ain't mean it. I was all in, you was halfway. Now you tryna fix it, but it's too late. I gave you time, you wasting mine. Now you hitting my line, I decline. You ain't gotta lie, I peep game. Now you switching up cause I changed. Don't call me when I'm gone. You ain't care when I was yours. Now you feel it in your soul. Too late. Don't call me when I'm gone. You ain't care when I was yours. Now you feel it in your soul. Too late. I'm gone. I was right there. You ain't see me. Now I'm gone. Now you need me. Same nights you was outside. I was waiting. You was living lives. Now it's too late. I moved on. New phone. You get no response. You don't miss me. You miss control. You don't love me. You miss my soul. Why you calling now? I don't hear a sound. Where you was back then when I held you down. Don't call me when I'm gone. You ain't care when I was yours. Now you feel it in your soul. Don't call me when I'm gone. You ain't love me, you was bored. Now you crying out, you torn. I don't feel you anymore. Too late. I'm gone.
Hey, Norm Tone Bot. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, Norm Tone Bot, Ratchet TV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. All right, so boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. We got to chop it up tonight about this Karmelo Anthony situation. It's a lot going on. Your boy Ratchet TV got a special co-host with me tonight. I'm gonna bring him up in just a minute. But before we do that, I want to tell y'all, your boy Ratchet TV got his hands on all the court documents that y'all been asking for. We got all the evidence from the defense. We got everything from the prosecution. We got the videos from the 4 different angles in the stadium. We got the parking lot videos. We got everything that y'all been asking for, the 911 calls. We got everything tonight in the Karmelo Anthony situation, all the paperwork. We already had the police reports. I brought that out last time. We got everything we gonna break down right here tonight on Ratchet TV. allegedly, and everything I say is alleged. And it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video, and everything I say is alleged. Allegedly. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. If you a father, you know what I'm saying, this day, we don't really get no props on this day, but man, salute to all the fathers out there, the real fathers. Stand up, man. Salute. Everybody drop the purple hearts in the chat for all the fathers. Salute to every father in the building, man. Stand up, salute, pat yourself on the back. Salute to all the real men in the building. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And hey, ain't no woman getting no happy Father's Day from me. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Fuck all that. Sit your ass down. You had your day. Sit the fuck down. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. I don't give a damn if you're a single mom or not. You had your day. Fuck it. It is what it is. It's our day. I don't give a damn. Happy it's Father's Day for me. No, the fuck it ain't. You had Mother's Day. Get your weird ass on. Let me stop. All right, nah, but for real. Salute to everybody in the building, man. It is what it is. Salute to everybody, man. Salute. I believe True threw me up a 20 piece before the live started. Thank you for the $20. I appreciate you. Salute. And also tonight, we're about to debunk all these liars in the Karmelo Anthony situation. So when I bring my co-host up, we about to debunk all this shit tonight. But it's a lot of lying going on. It's a lot of faking going on. It's a lot of capping going on, and we not with none of that. So all we're going to do tonight is present facts and show y'all exactly what's going on in this Karmelo Anthony situation. I can't do nothing other than give you facts. And everything I say is backed up with pictures, videos, evidence. Nothing that I'm saying is coming from my point of view. It's all coming from facts. So if you don't want to listen to what I'm saying, then you don't want the truth in the Karmelo Anthony situation. So I was on live with my boy Mel the other day, and we broke down this whole case, and a lot of people got pissed off at us. So tonight we're going to double down, and we're about to go back over everything that we already went over. You know what I'm saying? And not just that, we're going to bring a lot more to the table. We're going to bring all the evidence out to further show you we're going to debunk all these liars tonight. So salute to my boy Mel from Watching the World 777. Salute to my boy Mel, man. What's up, Mel?
Yes, sir. Happy Father's Day to you, good buddy.
Salute. Man, you ready? You ready to do this tonight?
I stay ready.
Hey, man. So, Mel, we've been catching a lot of BS from, that live we did the other day. What was it? Yesterday. Yeah, so, I mean, I think we're going to get a lot tonight, too. And a lot of people don't want to hear the facts of the case. But we were able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Karmelo was not there before the twins.
Absolutely.
Chat, do y'all think Karmelo was there before the twins, or was he there after the twins? Y'all let me know in the chat. Before we even get started on this, y'all tell me in the chat, was Karmelo there before the twins, or did he arrive after the twins? And we're going to go over all these videos, and me and Mel are we about to break all this down tonight. So we're going to show you. Let me see what they're talking about in the chat. They said before. I see somebody said before. Come on, y'all. Let me know in the chat. Was Karmelo there before the twins or after the twins? Everybody vote. They say before. Come on. Everybody vote. Everybody say something in the chat. Before or after? I see before. I see before the twins. 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 Before the twins. After. One person said after. Everybody else is saying before. Before. Keep going. Everybody, come on. Before. Everyone is saying before, Mel. Everybody.
Man, it's sad, brother. It's so sad.
A lot of y'all, I'm going to be real, a lot of y'all are lost in this case, and I believe it's because y'all are watching a lot of YouTube. Y'all been sending me a lot of clips. Hey, Ratchet, look at this YouTuber. He said this, and you need to watch. I'm not watching none of that shit. I'm not watching none of these liars. I'm not watching. All I'm going to show you is complete facts. I don't have nothing else to show you besides facts. So, Mel, while I get my videos ready, go ahead and chop it up with him, Mel. Go ahead and let him know from your point of view. And I'm going to get these videos ready.
All right, very good. Thank you guys for having me on. I'm Mel from Watching the World 777. I was in the actual trial. I came out of New York. I cover all of these cases. Some of you guys probably, you saw me cover Sean Diddy Combs with Ratchet here. All right. I covered Trump. I cover a lot of different cases, Luigi Mangione. So I came down to cover this case. In order to get into the courtroom, I had to get out there. I hardly stayed in my hotel room. I was out there 3:00 in the morning trying to find coffee and attend the trial, get in line out there in the rain some of those days. But I will tell you that a lot of people have a lot of misinformation floating around about the case. I took very good notes, okay? Very good notes. And I want to start off with you guys. As I was flying down, right? One of the big stories that everybody was saying that it was an all-white jury. All-white jury. So I was on the airplane. It's about a 4-hour ride. And I said, well, this is going to be a problem if they removed all the blacks and only left whites. Now, it's very debatable about the structure, but I want to go over with you the makeup of the jury. The main jurors, there were 12, and then they had 6 alternate jurors, the same that we saw with Sean Diddy Combs. The reason why they have 6 alternates so that and they all sit through the entire trial. But if one of the main jurors, just like in the case of Sean Diddy Combs, I was in that case every day for 9 weeks in the main courtroom, one juror was kicked off. So they used an alternate to take his place. So that's the reason why they have 18 jurors. So I just want to give you an idea of how this jury was laid out. You had 5 white men, 5 white women. You had 2 Middle Eastern women, 1 Middle Eastern man. You had 4 Asian women, and you had 1 Hispanic woman. So that gives you an idea of the structure. It looks like you're ready to go, Ratchet.
Yeah. No. Do your thing. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. Break it down for him.
All right. So first off, because my story and the facts that I'm going to present tonight along with Ratchet doesn't match with everybody else, what people say is, oh, you don't, you're biased or whatever. The bottom line is my story has been very consistent about the facts of the case. I was the first one to leave court and tell you that Austin used a lineman's drill. That was testified by a young man. His name starts with the H. He was 16 years old. The guy before him in court, his name was Jay. He said that Austin started to pick up Karmelo. So I've been sounding the alarm on all sides of the issues with this case. So don't get it twisted because you hear certain channels trying to slant a narrative. I sat in court, and one of the key ingredients that I was looking for in court, as I'm taking notes, I'm looking for Austin and Hunter on court documents, right? Saying that at least 2 of them attacked Karmelo. And you know what? It never came. And if it had came, I would have been the first person to tell you that this is on record. Now, we have people who are not taking the message, and they've been told by people who said that they actually went to see the video at the ISD, and I'm not knocking them. I can't take away from somebody else's testimony, okay? What they saw, what they heard, okay? But what I will tell you this, in court, I have the actual timeline and I wrote it down for you. So I want to be very tight when it comes to the facts of the case, and I would encourage you to write it down. What I'm about to say now will give you structure for this entire show. At 9:54, this is courtroom record. Austin arrives under the tent along with Hunter. 2 minutes later, Karmelo arrives. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. We're going to show you on video tonight.
We'll have to
Okay.
go this up in just a minute, but I'm gonna let Mel go ahead and break all this down for y'all, and then we finna show up and show the fuck out. Trust me.
Okay. So then at 10 o'clock and 48 seconds, guys, I wrote down the seconds. That's when Austin lunges at Karmelo. At 10 o'clock and 53 seconds, 5 seconds later, the suspect starts to run. That's what they call Karmelo, the suspect. He starts to run out of the back of the tent. At 10:05 and 30 seconds, the police officer arrives. We're going to tie all of this tight for you tonight. You could clearly see, because people are saying, and I didn't see any of these individuals in the courtroom, this is not a shot. I think maybe one lady said she was in it, what have you. Okay. But here's the point. It's very important to get the timeline together so that you can understand the developments of the videos that we're going to show you. When these individuals say that Karmelo was sitting in the tent for quite some time, I can explain to you according to my opinion. But I listened to the guy. I actually met the first guy that went viral. So he said that when they went to see the video at the ISD, the lady that was working there told them, "You see this guy right here? This is Karmelo. And you're going to see these boys, they say 4 boys walk up, and they're going to surround Karmelo. And then in 20 seconds, they're going to start to beat him." That is not in court. I don't know where that came from, but it's not this case. All I know is what's in court. If somebody sees something different, I cannot dispute it. All I can tell you, and what we're going to show you now, is what really happened according to the court documents and the video. You have the floor, sir.
All right, so what we're gonna do right now is we're about to bring up exactly what really went down. We're not gonna speculate. We're gonna show you exactly what we're talking about as I get ready to switch my background here. We're gonna get to the Karmelo Anthony. As you're gonna see, I'm gonna show y'all that Karmelo was there after. He was not there before. He was there after, not before. He came 2 minutes. The twins in Austin, like Mel just told you, they pull up. You can see them walking, and I can show you. And I'm going to also show you the parking lot view. I'm going to show you that the people that we're showing you that are Austin, Hunter, and what's the third guy's name? Was it Nathan?
Yes.
Okay, those 3, when they're walking up, I could show you them in the parking lot. I got the parking lot view of them actually coming to the stadium. I got every view that's going to show you that these are the same people that you're looking at. They're going to come up and they're going to sit down. Karmelo Anthony, 2 minutes later, is going to come behind them. And after Karmelo pulls up, then you're going to see they're going to sit there for 4 minutes. 4 minutes go by. Somewhere in the 4 minutes, they're having a debate back and forth about Karmelo leaving. Austin's going to get up exactly where Karmelo was sitting. Now I'm going to show you it's Karmelo. I've already went over this with several people to show them that, look, this ain't a debate. I'm not here to debate. This ain't up for debate. This is facts. This is what y'all asked for. Y'all asked for the truth to come out, and now the truth is finally out. Now you don't want the truth. So it just is what it is. Like I said, I ain't here to debate about it. We just here to get the facts out. So we're about to pull up this video right now. Let me get my screen shared. Entire screen. Here we go. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Y'all should be able to see my screen now. Now I'm going to bring this video up. Oh, matter of fact, let me share this screen. Let me share my other screen. We'll do it over here. I'll do it on this screen. All right. No, I'll do it over here. It's cool. I'll just bring it over here. All right. Y'all can see it, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start playing it. Mel, what's going on here?
All right. So now this is this is a key part here, because you're actually able to see in this first frame it was 4K. Okay. So this is 4K. This is why a lot of people are saying it was so clear. When they went to the ISD, they were able to see it on a special 4K television. So that's why everything was clear. While I was in court, we were able to see it on the regular screens of the court, about 5 different screens. They actually showed it to the jurors on a 4K television that was clear, but we were not able to see it. According to what they're saying, they released it. So right now we see the twins along with another boy walking to the tent, and you see another 3 boys walking in tow. And so they're just walking. The Coach Starr had really gotten on to Austin and saying, listen, because he was kicked off the team. Coach Starr had texted him that morning and says, listen, and you guys probably have seen the text dialogue by now.
I got it tonight too, so we're going to bring it up later.
Okay, so this is what has them all, pensive as they're walking back to the tent, I would imagine, because they know that they have to perform at a higher level and do better. So here's the key part. I need you guys to understand. Well, first off, let's pause right here if you don't mind it.
Okay, give me a second. All right.
Okay, flip right there.
Hold up. My bad. There we go.
All right. Can you back up just a little bit? I'm sorry. Okay.
Tell me when to stop it.
All right, I will. All right, guys. So you see the three guys that are walking in the front. There's another frame we're going to see where it identifies who is who. But Hunter has on a blue clothing and Austin has on all black. You'll see the additional boy. He has a backpack on. And you're going to see them walk up into the tent. I want you to pay attention. Based on where this is, the way they're walking, we're going to show you the other video. But Austin is the guy that's closest to this camera view. And on the far right side, the furthest side to the bleachers, you see Hunter. And then the other boys walking pretty much slightly behind them. When they get to this tent, first of all, I want you guys to look inside the tent. Can you see inside this tent? Try to blow up your screen. I want you to pay attention that the place where Austin is going to attack, there's nobody sitting there now. That's Karmelo. We're going to show you that a little bit later when we get to the timeline. Okay? But Hunter is going to go sit down right in this gap that you see under the right side of the tent. You're actually going to be able to see him put his head down and pull his head back up. We're going to be able to pinpoint.
Let me see something real quick. Go ahead, keep talking.
We're going to be able to pinpoint exactly where Hunter is sitting at. That's very important because what's going to happen, according to the courtroom testimony and what we're going to see in this video, 2 minutes later, you're going to actually get a chance to see Karmelo walk in with his backpack, and he's going to sit behind Hunter. Remember in the video, how many of you guys have seen the video? Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen the video where Hunter and his mother are on the lawn talking. And then there's another video where they're actually on television being interviewed. But Hunter says, this strange boy walks up and he starts talking terrible things to us. He's mumbling, right? And he says, I turned around. And then he says, Austin went and grabbed his backpack. Okay? So that helps you to understand space and location. Karmelo, according to court and to the words of Hunter, Karmelo walks in. Well, let's keep it simple. Karmelo is positioned behind Hunter, but we're actually going to have a chance to see him walk in and sit behind him. So let's go there when you get a moment, Ratchet, or you want me to keep going?
Keep going. I'm trying to do something real quick.
Okay, so he's going to walk in. He's going to sit right behind him, and you're going to be able to see that this entire 4 minutes after that, they're going to be sitting under this tent. You're not going to see much of a chaos or motion or anything of the sort. You're going to be able to see just people moving around. A few people come in, they're going to go out, but you won't see any outburst or fight until 4 minutes later. So a lot of people are confused because they're hearing, right, that the 4 boys, well, we saw 3 primarily, then another 3, that's 6. So it's either 3 or 6 based on how they walked into the tent. You don't see 4 guys walk up to the tent, go inside, surround Karmelo. Carmelo's not in the tent. We're going to show you that, right?
I got it playing again.
And they're not going to start beating him up because he's not there in 20 seconds. So evidently, there's something dramatically off when it comes to this whole story. So the bottom line is I'm just helping you guys to understand. You're going to be able to see this in real time tonight. As Ratchet pulls up the videos, you'll be able to see it.
All right. So as we get right here, you're going to be able to see Austin, Hunter, and Nathan. They go sit down. Carmelo's not there. And before we go here, you can see while they're there, the same spot. You're not gonna be able to see my mouse. Let me go back to the other view because you're not gonna be able to see my mouse. I want them to be able to see exactly what I'm saying. What's up, 88? Can you hear me, 88?
Yes, I can hear you. Me and Cap are here. Do you mind if Cap hits the link to go over the video for you guys as well once you get done?
I don't even know who the hell that is.
No captivity freezing.
No promo over here. But
okay.
He can pull up after we're done breaking this down.
Okay, and I won't say nothing. I'll wait till you get done.
All right. So let me go back to share my entire screen. All right, let's go back over here to the video. My bad, y'all. I was trying to do something over there, but I'm gonna pull it up over here. So can y'all see my mouse?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so my mouse is right here. If you look right here, they're right over here walking. This is where Karmelo is going to be sitting at right here. So this, to everyone who's been saying Karmelo was there before the twins are right here. They're right here. Look right here. This is where Karmelo is going to be sitting at, and this is where Hunter's going to be sitting at, and this is where Austin is going to be sitting at over in this area. Karmelo is going to be right here. Eddie is right here. So for everyone who is saying Karmelo was there before the twins, that's false. There's no one sitting right here. And I'm going to prove to you when Karmelo comes and pulls up. So let's keep the video playing now. Now you're going to see them walk up. You're going to see them walk up. Look, there goes Hunter. Hunter's going to sit right there. Austin is coming. Austin is going to sit right there. Nathan sits down. So now we know Austin, Hunter, and Nathan are there before everyone. So there's been a narrative going around saying, oh, well, Karmelo was there before the twins, and 20 seconds later, there was a fight that ensued, and they surrounded him. They walked up and just surrounded him. That shit is debunked. I don't know who the fuck started that shit. I don't know where that narrative came from, but that is false. Karmelo is not there. Karmelo comes later, and I'm going to show you a kid walk up with a backpack wearing a gray hoodie and blue sweatpants that's going to sit down right here behind Hunter. So when you look right here, now I want y'all to pay attention because this is where the fight's going to start at. Austin is sitting right here. Austin is going to have a fight right here with this person that's sitting right behind Hunter. So I'm going to ask y'all again, chat. Was Karmelo there before the twins or after the twins? I'm not going to start this video until everybody, first of all, y'all got to get these motherfucking likes. So we only got 200 some likes with 1,000 people in here. Double tap that screen and get these likes up. So I'm going to ask y'all again, chat. Salute to Capri for that 10 piece. Thank you, Capri. Was Karmelo Anthony there before the twins or after the twins? Now that I've showed y'all, I've already debunked it. So everybody who said before, you're wrong. Sorry, but you're wrong. Salute for the flow state. Who is that? I don't know how to say your name, but salute. I appreciate that. Everyone's saying after now. So I ain't getting on to nobody. I want to, me and Mel are only here to bring out the facts. That's the only reason why we're here. We only want y'all to not be confused anymore. I only want to present facts. So now that we see, I can even go back. Look, there's nobody sitting right there, right? There's no one sitting there. They're right here, walking into a group. The group is right here. There's no Karmelo. Karmelo was right here, and he's going to be right there. But let's continue. Let's let the video play. Mel, go ahead.
Okay, guys. So they're going to go into the tent. You're going to see Hunter actually be able to sit down. And when he sits down, he dips his head, and then he resets. You're going to see him sit up straight. And then in this gap that we had been seeing, you're going to see his head, and you're going to know that it's Hunter, because in 2 minutes, according to the courtroom testimony, you're actually going to be able to see Karmelo come in the tent and sit down right beside him. Some were saying that Eddie had invited him to the tent. So right now you can see Hunter's little head right there in that gap. It looks like a W. So right under the right side of the tent. Now we're going to wait 2 whole minutes, not 20 seconds. You don't see them surrounding somebody, beating them. What you're going to see in 2 minutes, you're going to see Karmelo walk in, sit right behind him.
Now, for the people who are saying you can't even tell, look, if y'all need me to just blow the whole video up when we're done here and just to show y'all the zoomed in, you can zoom in your motherfucking self. I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody. Karmelo's not there right now. I'm gonna show you when he gets there. I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody in this chat. This is not a debate. This is a fact proving process. Only reason why we're here is to prove facts. Karmelo's not there. No matter how you shape it up. Me and 88 had this argument earlier. I believe 88. Do you believe Karmelo was there before or after now?
According to this video, he came after, but this ain't the real video. I'm on mute.
Oh no, I got the real video. This matter of fact, this is on the website. This is the real video. This didn't come from the internet. This video that you're looking at came straight from the state. Look, I'm gonna show you right here. Do I got my whole screenshot? Yeah, I do. Look, what does that say? This is the video that comes straight from the state. And if you think I'm lying, my whole screen still shared. Yeah, it is. All right, so look at this. What am I on? These are the exhibits right here. The photos, the audio, the video groups. I have everything. Look, I have all the videos, bro. This is the real shit. All of this is state photos, state exhibits. I don't lie, nigga. I get my shit from paperwork. This ain't no internet. This is Collin County. This came straight from what y'all been begging for. You see, my issue with everybody is y'all begged for the shit. Why won't they release the video? I need the video. Where's the evidence? Why did they suppress everything? Why did they put a gag order? Why did they do it? And then as soon as they opened up, oh my God, they did it on Juneteenth. I can't fucking believe it. Why would they do this to us? You can't win. In this situation, you can't win. You want the photos, you want the audio, the 911 calls, you want the videos, you want the evidence. And as soon as they release the evidence, nope, it's all fake. Nope, that's AI. No, it's not. This is the real shit. But let's get back to it, Mel.
Okay, so you let the video play. In 2 minutes, under the tent, you're going to be able to see Karmelo walk in from the left, and he's going to sit right behind Hunter, where you see his head in the gap. So let it play for the next 2 minutes. These guys are not standing up, surrounding anybody. They're sitting down. You can see it clearly. And you could also watch a magnified or zoomed in video if you want to see it better.
Yeah, you could screen record it and just zoom in on your phone. Like, the shit is clear as fucking day. I can see exactly what's going on here, and you should too. And then remember, they had the whole narrative of they walked up and in 20 seconds, they were surrounding him and jumping him. Remember that, Mel? They said 20 seconds. This has been 20 seconds, hasn't it?
Yes.
Are they surrounding anybody?
They're sitting down, talking, or whatever they do.
All right. So we can debunk that. Whoever said that they sat there for 20 seconds and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
Okay, here's Karmelo. Sorry.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna rewind it for 10 seconds. Now Karmelo's coming into the picture. He's gonna come up right here, y'all. So if you're looking right here, this is where he's gonna come from this side, and Karmelo's gonna sit right here. So pay attention to a shadow that's gonna come right here wearing a gray sweatshirt. So to debunk everyone who said Karmelo was there before, Karmelo's pulling up right now. Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to see. You can make out his backpack if we zoom it in, but you're gonna see him walk in and sit right there.
Right there.
There he goes. He goes and he sits right where I told you Hunter was sitting. According to the courtroom testimony, Hunter was sitting right in front of Karmelo. So this lines up with the courtroom testimony right here. It also lines up to the video where Hunter says that Karmelo was sitting right behind him. There's nobody else behind Hunter. You can see it in the video. We closed in the gap. It's very clear. He sits down behind him. Now, we're going to let the video play. Another 4 minutes go by before the fight starts. We were sitting in court waiting for the fight to start. So now you get the whole back and forth. Karmelo says, you guys suck ass. And then the guys say, oh, we told him to leave. Black and white guys say, hey, we asked him to leave. Eddie talks about some of the things that we're saying. Basically, Austin told him, I'm going to get your bitch ass up out of here. Karmelo says, move my bitch ass up out of here. So there's some words going back and forth. Hunter is the one that actually verbally, according to the courtroom testimony, was the first person to set this off. In fact, Tion said it was Hunter and them that started talking to Karmelo. So a lot is happening. We heard testimony from maybe 12 or 13 different students that were actually under the tent, and they were telling you one of the guys named Jay said he was on Instagram scrolling. He's the one that said that Austin went to try to pull Karmelo up. I think we lost the video. Okay, so the 4 minutes is going to go by, and all of this conversation is going. And so if you count to that 4 minute, you're going to see all of a sudden a lot of activity under the tent. You're going to see Austin go over to Karmelo. In the video, you can make it out. And you could also see that Hunter is sitting in front of Karmelo. The problem is, because Hunter is sitting in front of Karmelo,
Oh, I stopped the video. My bad.
they're both blurred into one. So for the zoomed in videos, some people are saying, well, this guy runs out the back of the tent behind him. That's actually Hunter. So Hunter is sitting in front of Karmelo. When Karmelo clears out, then you see a blob of a person. And in fact, I'm going to show you guys with my video tonight how he actually stands up.
After we get done with this, I'll let you pull that video up.
Okay, you could actually see him move. He positioned himself up, and then he runs out the back of the tent. According to the courtroom testimony, 3 boys ran behind Karmelo. Hunter was one, but when he heard his brother scream, he ran up. He immediately came back down. The video is going to show you that. Nathan runs behind him, but then he realizes something's going on with Austin. He turns back. Another guy proceeded to go behind Karmelo. You're going to be able to see all of this in the video. It all lines up with the courtroom testimony.
Okay, so right here, you see the girl with the poncho pull up. And then to further prove our point, right where we just told y'all it was a whole empty section right here. Now there's 2 people sitting right there. There's Hunter and there's Karmelo. They're both sitting side by side. So it just looks like a blob of a person right there. But this is exactly where the fight's going to take place at, right here. And you're going to see the same spot that we told you Austin was at and Karmelo is at. That's going to be the fight. So I've already told y'all, I'm not going to go back and forth. Karmelo came 2 minutes after the twins. Karmelo sat there for 4 minutes. They're having a back and forth. Remember, they said they told him to move 15 times. So right now they're telling him to move, I would assume.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me throw this in there too so they can understand. Can you pause it for 1 second?
Go ahead. 88, you got a lot of background noise.
So guys, maybe 3 minutes has gone by already or whatever. We're waiting on the 4 minutes, not 20 seconds. Nobody's surrounding anybody. There's nobody fighting all this time. We're going on 6 long minutes and there's no hysteria under the tent. But let me give you guys the position. According to the courtroom testimony and most of the witnesses, Karmelo is sitting on the back bench that's beyond the tent. He's not even under the tent. So that was a lie. They did say he was partial. So in other words, he was still being rained on. He wasn't clear of the elements. Maybe his feet could have been on the bleacher in front, and therefore that's why they say partial. To the right of him, so he's sitting on that back row facing us now that are watching this show. To his right, you see is Eddie, right? In front of Karmelo is Hunter. Courtroom testimony, forget the video. Courtroom testimony. And then maybe some of the kids gave a distinction. Some said that Austin was on the same row, one row, one bleacher down, but on the same row just further down from Hunter. Some said that he came up several bleachers. So you have different people sitting in different places and they're seeing different accounts. And it's quite confusing because they don't even expect this to happen. It only happened in 5 seconds. But what I want you guys to understand, when Austin stands up in this tent, you actually see when he grabs Karmelo, you see a third person. And this is Eddie's testimony. Eddie says that Austin went at Karmelo so hard that it knocked Eddie out the way. So when you see Austin stand up and he grabs Karmelo, now Eddie is to his left, to Austin's left, and he knocked. You literally see him pushing, and he knocks Eddie. He grabs Karmelo, and according to Jay's testimony, he grabbed him up by his shirt and he pulled him in, and you can actually see that in the video. Okay, there's no testimony in court that somebody else is pushing him. I can't tell you, I wasn't there, but I'm just making it clear that none of these kids said that Hunter put his hand on Karmelo or anybody else. Somebody is putting on. I hear a lot of haze in the
But we
background.
knew that was a lie because they were trying to make it seem like Hunter wasn't involved. Hunter said he was involved last year. Like, I
Wait.
don't understand. Y'all keep going by, well, we did in court. They said that they lied.
You got a lot of. Are you in wind or what's going on? I don't know what you got going on in your background, but it's like wind and.
I'm going in the house. So what I was saying, man, we know that they lied though. They were trying to keep Hunter away from the situation as much as they can. Hunter lied. Hunter told the truth last year when they first did those initial interviews. So why do you keep saying going back to the testimony? They was lying in the testimony. Is what I'm trying to get you to understand, Mel.
Okay, so can I answer you now?
Yes.
That's your opinion. We have people viewing that we're not in court. I'm laying out the facts. I'm not here to debate who did what wrong. This is not a debate. I'm simply here to state the facts of what's in court. Is everybody else positioned to come to their own reasonable conclusion based on everything that's being said, that what could have happened? So I'm not here to debate with you or Ratchet. I'm simply going through my notes and saying, and right now, when you chimed in, I was explaining the position so people can go back, and when they look at the video, they can understand who's who. Now, you were in court. You could elaborate on where people were sitting. It's not about who's lying. That's a whole different issue at this point. Right now, we're going through the case through videos, just like from the court perspective. I'm not here to tell you what I thought about if Carmelo's guilty, what I thought about Austin. It's just strictly the court facts. That's what he brought me on for.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Exactly what they said in court lines up with the video. So I don't give it don't matter about no one's opinion. Eddie said where he was at. Eddie said where Hunter was at. Eddie said where Karmelo was at. Eddie said where Austin was at. Eddie said what happened during the fight. And if you watch the video, it lines up with his testimony. I don't give a fuck what else I'm not going through his whole testimony. That's not what I'm here for. I'm going off of what was said in court about this particular video we're watching. And exactly what Eddie said is exactly what we're looking at. Exactly what we heard in court. And as soon as you look at the paperwork and you look at the witness statements, you look, everything lines up with this video. Period. Point blank. And that's the facts. Eddie said exactly what happened, and that's exactly what we're looking at. You got another point to make, Mill?
No, that I just wanted them to understand the position of where everybody's sitting at.
Okay, let's play the video. You can keep going, Mill.
All right, so we're still waiting. When you play the video, we're waiting for the fight to actually happen. We've already debunked that Karmelo was already there for 8 or 9 minutes before anybody else showed up. I showed you guys when he walked in. It's consistent with the courtroom testimony. So we didn't just see the video. In court, they're actually telling us these different points, okay? And they state, even in the opening arguments, we learned that 2 minutes later, they said that Karmelo took a beeline into the tent after the twins arrived. And we just showed it to you. So I don't know what else it takes beyond that, but I'll let you take it, Ratchet.
There's the fight right there. So look, I just told y'all, beyond a reasonable doubt. Hold up. Let me pause it. Okay. I just told y'all Karmelo was sitting right here. I just told y'all Hunter was sitting right here. I just told y'all Austin was sitting right there. I just told y'all Eddie was sitting right here. Then before the video started, this is 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Now,
okay.
When you get here, there's nobody fucking there. There's nobody there. Exactly in the same spot that I just told y'all, it was no one there. There's no Hunter. There's no Austin. There's no Karmelo. Do y'all understand what the fuck I'm telling y'all now? There's nobody here. Nobody. There's no Karmelo. This is exactly where the fight takes place at. So when you go to 7 minutes and you start to get ready to see the fight take place, this is exactly where the fuck I just told y'all they were sitting at. Go ahead, Mel.
Sorry, no, you're right on the point. I mean, lays it out for itself. I mean, we've already debunked so many things in one session. The video speaks for itself, and it lines up with the courtroom. So I don't know what else to tell anybody that thinks it's a lie or something like that. I'm simply stating what happened in court. Now you see Karmelo, he's running. If we had a blown up version, you'd be able to see. Actually, can I show? I think I have a video that I could show. I think it would give more. Let's see if I could find it. Okay, here we go. Can I put this on for them?
Before we do, let's go through this video first. And then
Okay, all right.
But I want to prove a point here.
Okay,
the
that's
person
fine.
who asked me, was the presentation over? Oh, fuck no. We are far from over. This presentation is not over. But I'm wondering, what the hell why does everyone want to interrupt what we got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like we're here to present the facts of the case.
Well, no, it's not interrupt. We just want to show where we got. That was no cap. We just want to show the different video where we got as to why we're saying that this video is.
Where did you get the video from?
That's why he would like to come up here.
No. Answer that question. Where did you get the video from? Because I got it from the state.
Yeah, Rachel, I see y'all on some bullshit. Y'all got it.
Okay, so y'all see this? No. Fuck that.
No, we're trying to show you.
You a question.
The video is edited. Y'all really got that damn video, piece of the video from Sarah Fields if you want to keep it going.
I got it right here from the motherfucking state. What the fuck?
I'm saying he got the same video that you got.
This is from Collin County.
Okay, he got look at the chat. He got the same video that you got, and the people that were actually there last year.
There ain't shit to debate about if you got the same video I got. I got it right here from Collin County.
It's a lot to debate about.
There ain't shit to debate about. It's right here from.
All right, it's your pen. I ain't trying to get kicked off.
Right here from the state exhibit. So I'm asking you, did you get it from the state or did you get it from the internet? You only got it from two places.
Okay, the state. There you go, the state.
Then we're looking at the same video. There ain't no different video.
The same video.
It has the email right here. For inquiries, contact Russell Schaffner. Here's his email address and his phone number. This is all of the shit right here. What are we looking at? Information for the trial. State of Texas versus Karmelo Anthony with the cause number.
Okay.
So there ain't we can't debate about this. This is the state's exhibits. So if you didn't get it from the state, we got nothing to talk about. If you did get it from the state, we got nothing to talk about. It's the same video. You just said it was a different video. So how is it a different video? If he got
it's a video that I seen that was like kind of zoomed in, and I got it from one person's platform. But just go ahead.
Hold on. My bad. Hold up. My bad. Why did I do that? Man. All right, there we go. All right, let's get back to it. So, yeah, I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. People want to interrupt the facts. These are the facts. And if you look at the video, it all aligns with everything that they said. Mel, what did the police report say right here? What did the police report say? Walk us through what the police report said.
Well, can I go through court first and then tell you what the police report said? Can I pause it for a second?
Go ahead.
All right. So basically what we're going to see here, the girl Stephanie, she testified that Karmelo, well, first of all, let's go back to the prosecution, right? They tried to paint this narrative that Karmelo was trying to run away out of the exit, that he ran and he threw his knife, tried to hide it. Actually, he dropped the knife about 3 or 4 bleachers above the tent. So the prosecution was off with that. Now, it's a little discrepancy here whether or not he tried to get out. But according to the defense, he actually ran on the track. Stephanie said in court that she was able to stop Karmelo with her hand rather. So he wasn't even trying to get away. All right. So in this video, we're going to see her actually hand Karmelo over to this tall black coach. His name, I believe, is Vincent Holder. And Vincent Holder says very clearly in courtroom testimony, he put his arm around Karmelo. And I'm just telling you off the top of my head, I was there paying attention. And he says, son, what did you do? Karmelo says he put his hands on me and they start walking together. He testified that he walks away from Karmelo And unlike what the prosecution was trying to say, Karmelo never tried to run away. Vincent said he came right back. He put his arm around Karmelo. He said, son, you ruined your life. If this young man dies, Karmelo starts crying because he's like, he's not going to die. Karmelo was not expecting this young man to die, Austin. And so you're going to see them embrace. But let's get to the video. You'll be able to see it all match up.
First of all, let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. Hold on. Let me stop my content for 1 second. Oops, I just exited myself off. Hold on. I'm the biggest. You understand that? I'm the biggest. Y'all wait till I'm motherfucker. This is my motherfucking channel. I do whatever the fuck I want to on my motherfucking channel. You see me running my I don't go interrupt nobody else when they doing their shit. I don't be begging nobody, hey man, come on, man. I don't do shit. I sit back. I don't even watch nobody else shit. I don't interrupt nobody. I don't bother no motherfucking body. I do my motherfucking thing and let the record reflect. This is the biggest. So you could suck dick and get the fuck on. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All right, let me bring my
Okay, my apologies, Ratchet. I had went and got him so we could go over the video. So my apologies.
I don't need no goddamn help. I didn't ask for nobody to come up here, but my boy Mel. Now I told you, ADA, you can come up. Okay. I came up to do we doing a demonstration to present the facts of the case. That's it. People talking about edited video. I didn't say the state did or didn't edit anything. I didn't say that. I'm only simply stating this is the state's exhibits. So any other video don't matter to me, because if you didn't get it from the state, then it's fake. Where'd you get it from? You know what I'm saying? Like any other video is edited. This is the state's exhibit. So do your own homework, my nigga. Ain't nobody dumb in here. If you got a different video than I'm watching, then it's fake. Because this came straight from the state's website. Period, point blank. So any other video means that video is edited. If it didn't come from the state, then it's fake. This is the same thing the prosecution had. This is the same thing Karmelo family knows. This is the same video that the defense came up with. Everybody knows this is the video that they presented in court. The same video. Only difference is they put it on a 4K screen so you could see it better. That's the only difference. This is the same video that came from the court. Go ahead, Mel.
All right, so I just broke down what's going to happen next. If you play it, you're going to see everything that was testified in court happens in accordance with Vincent Holder and the other coach, the little white lady. Her name was Stephanie.
Okay, so now you see they did say he walked over to a coach. The coach ends up putting his arm around him. Watch what happens. Puts his arm around him, walks him over there. He's gonna tell Karmelo something, and he's gonna walk off. And he said that he went over there. Everyone is starting to say the kid is dead. He's gonna come back and tell Karmelo, if you killed him, you just ruined your life. And Karmelo says he's not dead. Then he puts his arm back around him. Karmelo ends up putting his arm around him. They embraced, and Karmelo ends up dropping down to his knees eventually, and he starts crying. He's breaking down. That's all said in court. So everything lines up with the fucking video, bro. Everything they said lines up with the video. All of the witness statements, all of the timestamps, everything that they said lines up with what you're looking at. So as you see, he's going to walk off. They're all saying he died. He's dead. He's going to walk back over there to Karmelo, and he's going to say, bro, if you killed him, you just ruined your entire life. And Karmelo says he's not dead. Look, he's going to say it to him right there. He puts his arm around him, and he's like, no. And now he's embracing Karmelo. He just told Karmelo that kid's dead. You just ruined your entire life. Karmelo's going to put his arm around him. See? He's embracing Karmelo. Carmelo's embracing him, and he's going to do this up until some other people are going to come up, and they're going to embrace Karmelo. Carmelo's going to break down, end up dropping to his knees. The police are going to come. That's when the body cam starts. That's whenever he walks against the chain link fence that is sitting right here. The police is going to come up. They're going to walk along the chain link fence up until they get to an opening, and that's where the body cam starts. So what are we talking about here? These are the facts. These are the facts. You just don't want to hear the facts. Everything lines up. He's embracing Karmelo. He keeps on talking to him. He's trying to calm Karmelo down. Karmelo's crying. He's hysterically crying. Other people are about to come over. His other coaches are about to come over there. Carmelo's going to eventually drop down to his knees. This is all court testimony. I'm only speaking about the facts of what came from the court. I'm not saying people lied. I'm only going off what you can physically see with your eyes and what they said in court. It all lines up. So where's the lie at? Karmelo's about to drop down to his knees. Watch.
It's gonna take like 2 minutes, probably.
You see him. He's panicking. Pay attention to Karmelo. The other teachers and coaches are coming over there to console him, and he breaks down right there.
These are centennial coaches, according to court.
He's on his knees now. He knows he fucked up. We got 4 minutes left in this video. Then I'm gonna let Mel bring up his video. Yeah, I just want this video to go ahead and play so we're not standing here all night. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a whole bunch more than just this video. We just want to start here to present facts. That's it. Only reason why we're starting here is just to present the facts, bro. We don't want anyone to leave this chat or leave this live confused. You see Karmelo's panicking. They're consoling him. The police are about to pull up, and that's when the body cam footage starts. And then we all know what happened in the body cam footage. That's when Officer Cortez and then he waits on Reese. Ricci, however you say her name, Reese. I just call her Reese.
Hey, Ratchet.
Go ahead.
Can you explain to the audience that we're not just caring about a video, we're concerned about, you get a chance to hear from the horse's mouth in the body cam video. You hear Karmelo say it was Austin. He put his hands on me. He didn't say they, them. Also, the opening arguments in the case, his own defense attorneys didn't say he was jumped. Don't you think that would have been the prime time to say he was jumped? Right?
There's the police. Yeah, you're right. He never said they jumped me. They was beating me up. That's when he told him to put his hands above his head and walk along the chain link fence till they get to the opening. And that's whenever Karmelo eventually ends up sitting on the ground. He's walking till he gets to the opening. He's listening to the officer. The officer's on the other end of the fence. He's right here. That's Officer Cortez. Officer Cortez is talking to Karmelo. We all know the body cam footage. He's like, walk along the chain link fence, and he says, "No, put your hands behind your back, and I'm gonna put you in handcuffs for now." He never arrested him, and Karmelo started making spontaneous statements while he was arrested. And Karmelo even asked Officer Ricci, "Is what I did considered self-defense?" She says, "I don't know what happened." So look, he's walking along the chain link fence. We got 2 minutes left in this video. And then we're going to get to the next portion. So as you see it playing, we all know what happened here. He's just talking to Karmelo. He ends up whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Matter of fact, we can end that one right here because we already know what happened from that point on. So, oops. Let me go ahead and move this back up here. Okay, there we go. All right. Mel, did you want to present your video now?
Yeah.
Go ahead. All right. There we go. Here's Mel's video.
All right. So I hope they can see it a little bit better. I'm going to move it up to where the fight actually starts.
It was at 7 minutes and 53 seconds.
Okay, 7 minutes and 53. No, not here. Okay, so it's just a little bit blown up here. Let me find where he actually comes in and run out at. Okay, so that's where he runs. Okay, a little bit back. Okay, so if you look under the tent, right, you see Karmelo's head that's sitting in the far back. Hunter is sitting in front of him. But watch when Karmelo runs out of the back of the tent, you'll be able to actually see Hunter basically position himself and then run out of the back of the tent behind Karmelo. So you can check this out too in your own spare time. I'm going to let it play. So you're going to see Austin come from the place where Ratchet had told you he sat down to the left, basically by this pole or whatever it is. You're going to see him come up. Eddie is sitting to the right of Karmelo. And so that would be to Austin's left as he approached to hit Karmelo with this football move, try to pick him up, whatever he's trying to do with him. But you're going to see Karmelo run out the back. You're going to actually be able to see in that position now. Hunter is going to be very clear. And you're going to see him actually position himself up and run out of the back. Right there, boom. He runs out. Look there. Look, you see Hunter run out of the back? Hunter was sitting right in front of Karmelo. So just watch carefully. You can actually, if you guys take this same frame in your spare time, try to blow it up as best as possible. Once Karmelo is out of the picture, now all you see is a blob of Hunter, and you're gonna actually see him position and stand himself up. So watch Austin attack him. Boom, boom. Karmelo runs. Now you see Hunter. Look at that. You see him run out the back? Then he turns around and come back because he hears his brother crying, or he let out a loud yell. So I just wanted to share that. That's all.
All right, bet. All right. So let's get back to it. Let me remove you got to remove it. Okay, there it goes. All right. Let's see. Where was I at? So now we can go through this. Let me share my screen. Entire screen. Boom, so now it's certain things that I can't show with this. Certain things that I can't show because I got Austin's stab wound on here as well. Can y'all see that? All right, we can see it. All right, there we go. We got some exhibits here. This is when Austin pulled up, and I got that video too as well. We got the video of Austin pulling up. Whoop-de, whoop-de, whoop. There's Karmelo being arrested. Hunter and Austin, whoop-de, whoop-de, whoop. They're pointing to him to get him to stop. There's Karmelo. Two people running behind him. He's running away. These is all exhibits from this is the state's exhibits. These are the state's exhibits right here. And we all remember that they were chasing him to get him to stop. He was running away from the scene. Then people stopped him. These are the text messages that we will go over. If we zoom in on the text message, this is Coach. It says, "Coach, can you tell Austin to put on his black shorts? Can you send this to all of our throwers? You guys keep leaving early, so just know you guys are probably not going to the district meet. You dudes never stay and celebrate your teammates, and you guys don't win. So what value are you guys bringing to the team besides coming out and celebrating yourself? Tell them it's from me. Yeah, coach, I'll send it and I'll take their shit up Monday." And then he ends up sending the message. Then it says, let me zoom in a little more. It says, "You guys keep leaving." It says, "You guys keep leaving early, so just know you guys are probably not going to the district meet. You dudes never stay and celebrate your teammates, and you guys don't win. So what value are you guys bringing to the team besides coming out and celebrating yourself?" From Coach Bass. Then it says, "You guys keep leaving. You're probably not going to the district." It's the same thing from Coach Bass. And it says, "Y'all turn your stuff in on Monday. We're taking Romir and Noah to district. You and Rhett are on an early bus. Get tent and whatever else we need. Set examples of how to conduct yourself today. Be a leader. I need you and Rhett to hold us down. I will be helping with hosting the meet, so I'm going to lean on my older guys. For sure, coach, got you." And this is Austin Metcalf, to Austin Metcalf. He says, "For sure, coach, I got you. Love you, man. Sorry I didn't say it enough. Sorry, I didn't say enough." Then you got that right there. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. That's the crime scene. More of the crime scene. More of the crime scene. There's the knife that was sitting on the bleachers. For people saying it wasn't a knife. There's a very close-up angle of said knife. There's the crime scene. There's more of the crime scene. Crime scene.
Can you go back?
To what?
Sorry, that's good right there. Just show the tarp if you don't mind it. So that's his backpack. When Karmelo ran away, they didn't even realize that he left his backpack behind, right? Because he booked it. The reason why that tarp is there is because that's actually where the knife was dropped. And so to preserve the crime scene, they went down a few meters and grabbed a tarp and they laid it over, and they actually used Karmelo's backpack, which they didn't know at the time, just to hold it down, and a few other things. So that just gives you a little context.
All right. There's the bloody sweatshirt, shoes. There's the tarp again. There's the backpack right there. So there's that backpack. More of the crime scene. Go ahead.
A school backpack, yes.
Mm-hmm. There's the knife again. I got to be careful here because there's a couple things I do not want to show.
So hold on 1 second. Go back. So this is what they showed in court to show that the knife is 3.5 inches.
Yeah.
But needless to say, it's a fucking knife.
Multi-tool, but go ahead, Ratchet.
I don't give a damn what else is on the end of this tool. What is this right here we're looking at? Forget this part. Forget everything outside of this. What is this?
It's a multi-tool according to officer.
No. I'm not worried about anything past this point. What is this right here that I'm highlighting? What is this?
That is a knife, which is a multi-tool according.
No. I'm not worried about what else is on the other end of this. What is this right here?
That is a blade.
Okay, that's all I want to know. That's a blade. Okay. Again, you're saying multi-tool, but it has one other thing on here.
Yeah, multi. If it ain't single, it's plural. Multi.
It's a fucking knife. It's a fucking knife. Look at the damage it did. Look at the damage it did. And I got to be real careful up in here because I ain't going to show everything. So I'm going slower because it's a couple things. Look at this. Look at this. There's the backpack. There's the backpack. I believe it's 50 that I don't want to show. This is, I'm assuming what was inside the backpack.
In the backpack. Yep, they showed us that. Yep.
Snacks, paperwork, a charger, a few pen, and a few other things inside the backpack. This is what he had inside of his backpack. So this is everything that was inside. He got his chain, pen, HEB receipt. This is essential hoodie. All right. And I think it's right up in here, things I don't want to show. Yeah, blood on his hoodie. And this is the blood on his finger. Right there.
This is the sign that says that any type of weapon, alcohol is prohibited from the Frisco event, the school jurisdiction.
So it was illegal.
It's a weapon, though. If it's a multi, it's not considered a weapon. If that's the case, then cars are weapons as well, but that wasn't considered a weapon. Go ahead, Ratchet.
Most definitely a weapon. But this is okay. I can't show. That's a stab wound. I'm not going to show that. It's bad too. I'll put that on Discord, but I will not show that stab wound on here. So we're going to leave off right there with the state's exhibits, and we're going to go over here to the defense's exhibits.
So before you go there, let me break this down real quick. So the prosecution, they painted the narrative that it was a knife. I know there's a big debate about it. The defense said it was a multi-purpose tool. They were careful to frame it that way, stated that way throughout the trial. During the opening arguments for the defense, they made it very clear that Karmelo enjoyed camping. So that set the stage to build the narrative that he had that multi-purpose tool or knife, whatever way you want to say, because he was a camper, but they never really tried to develop it as a defense for him. That's just a little side note.
Another side note: the state, when they were calling on their witnesses, according to Officer Cortez, said that it was a multi-tool, not the defense, but the state were calling on the witnesses, which Officer Cortez stated that
Is a pencil a weapon?
anything can be labeled as a weapon.
Okay, so a pencil is not considered a weapon, but if I use that pen to go right through somebody's eye or some shit, that's caused that's aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, correct? And if you die, that's first-degree murder, correct?
And anything can be used there, but that wasn't what he brought that
I didn't
for.
say you brought it there for that. I'm just saying you used it for the purpose of to hurt someone, so therefore it's a weapon. If you grab a phone, your phone ain't a weapon, but if I use this phone to clock somebody upside their head with it, I used it as a weapon, correct?
Let me get in for 1 second, okay? This is from the state. He had a folding knife open, okay? So that came in the opening arguments when the transcripts come. I mean, I'm seriously writing pretty much words flying through court. They clearly said he had a folding knife open. That's in the opening arguments right off the top. So the defense said it was a multi-purpose tool because it's their job to protect him. I'm just giving the facts from the case.
I understand, but I'm so annoyed because why the fuck?
Yeah, but you're leaving out what Officer Cortez said when it wasn't even a defense; it was the prosecution.
Even debating this, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this even?
We don't have to debate, but if he gonna throw in some shit, then I could throw in there too. I said the prosecution, which is the state, asked Officer Cortez, which is their witness, what it is, and he said it's a multi-tool. They also use it for different things as well. I'm just throwing that in there. We can move right along. No argument.
I only said that because you said the state did not call it a knife. So let me explain about the officer that testified. He did say that they carry the multi-purpose tool because sometimes when they're in the car, they use it to cut the seat belts.
No. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So you said they didn't say it. I'm just clarifying. That's all.
They did say it. Okay. Here is the defense's exhibit. So you just saw the state's exhibits, and this is the defense's exhibits. This is Eddie and his family.
So can I set the stage for this? All right. So Eddie comes in, he pretend, and I'm speaking loosely, right? He comes in, he acts like he really doesn't know Karmelo. So it was Toby Shook, who was the defense attorney that had the cross-examination, and he started off asking him, you know, how well he knew him. He says, back in 2023, is it true that Karmelo dated your cousin? Her name started with a V. She may be a minor. I don't want to say her name. And he said yes. And so then that's when he started to go through these photos. I think it seems like you have it in sequence because this is one of the first photos we saw. He also gets to the point where we're going to see that you're going to pull up. He asks Eddie.
Let your homeboy come on up here. The dude, he wanted to talk. So whatever he got, come on up.
Yeah, because come
on up, brother. Come on up. I'm tired. Go ahead, Mel. Get your shit off. But I'm just tired of it.
Go ahead, Mel. Sorry, Mel. Go ahead, Mel.
So let's do this. We're killing the show. So let me explain before we show it because people are not going to remember. It's going to be new people here. People are going to leave. So I'll come back to this. You could deal with the guy, and I'll just wait here.
No. We're carrying on the show. Continue.
Okay, so it threw me off. Okay, man, we got to get through this, you know. So Toby Shook asked Eddie, he's like, hey, listen, do you recall playing video games in a bedroom with Karmelo? And you know, you were playing the video game, Carmelo's playing the guitar. He's like, that's when you started to see him look a little nervous. He denied it. He put that picture. He said he didn't remember or whatever. So they went through the sequence, and then finally we're going to get to the part where you see them on the field together. That was 10 days prior to the killing or the murder of whatever you want to frame it for Austin, right? That's the way the questions were presented. But anyway, he asked Eddie about that event too. Eddie says, well, we were together under the concession stands talking. And so Toby Shook says, well, were you guys sitting together on the field together? He says, well, if I was on the field, I was warming up. And that's when they put up the photo of them sitting together on the field. So this is one of the first photos they showed of them making those giddy faces that I've been talking about for the last 2 weeks.
Gang, a lot, it's a little questionable.
People laughed in the courtroom when that came up because, you know, we were under the impression that Karmelo just walked under the tent. He didn't know anybody. He daps up Eddie, who he vaguely knew. And then it turns out that Eddie was capping.
Okay, so Eddie lied about knowing Karmelo. That's Eddie and Karmelo. Let's continue. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. This would, I'm assuming, his girlfriend's family, and there goes Karmelo, and I believe that's Eddie. Is that Eddie?
Yeah, to the right in the black, yeah, curly hair.
Eddie is right there. Karmelo is right here, and also this is Karmelo and his girlfriend, correct?
Yeah,
Who is Eddie's cousin, correct?
correct.
Okay, so him and Eddie did know each other. Kind of weird. Carmelo looks like his girlfriend. It's kind of weird. But
Not really.
they do kind of look alike. They got the same.
Who, Karmelo and her?
Yes. Kinda
No.
weird. They do. But
And they said that Eddie and her were play cousins.
well, they were
They're really close. Right.
all right. So then I'm believing that this is them out camping. I'm
Yeah.
going to assume Eddie and Karmelo were here too as well. But so this was their, so the state just focused on Eddie. Look like the state is really focused in on Eddie right here,
Yeah.
which was a bad decision. Should have focused on more things besides Eddie. This is all your exhibits. I'm about to bring you up in just a second. Let's get through these exhibits. So here goes Eddie. Karmelo and his girlfriend and her family. This is the defendant's exhibits, and this is, who is Ileana? Is that the mom? Her mom, Ileana?
Possibly.
Because this comes from an older woman. It looks like Ileana.
They didn't really highlight that in court about names of the parents. They did say that the parents were friends of each other.
Says the familia. So this is from Ileana, February 6, 2024. Okay, let's get back over here. And this is the guitar picture you were talking about.
Right, right.
There goes Eddie and Karmelo. Carmelo's playing the guitar. Eddie is sitting in the room with him. So they asked him about this. Eddie starts lying. He's playing the video game right here, like they said. Here it goes again. Eddie and Karmelo. So Eddie and Karmelo, if not friends, they know each other. Like, y'all were kicking it. So looks like y'all were possibly friends. Looks like they're friends to me. And then here goes on the field. And there goes Eddie and Karmelo again.
That's the photo I was talking about.
Okay.
That was 10 days before Austin lost his life.
Okay. So they know each other. They definitely know each other. Team captain award. All right. So this is all they came up with as far as exhibits? They just focused in on Eddie.
Yeah, these are the exhibits from when he gave his testimony. So this came from the defense.
Okay, so those are the defense's exhibits. I still think the defense just did a horrible fucking job.
They did. I agree with that.
Like, you could have did a better job defending Karmelo. Let's see. What's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah. I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. First off, man, thank you for letting me up. I wasn't trying to give him no hard time. Queen reached out to me.
Yeah, I did. I'm apologizing.
Yeah, so I wasn't trying to give him.
She didn't tell me none of that.
I did. I text you.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah, but I appreciate you letting me up on your platform. So I'm all about the truth, and so as brothers, I don't care about conceding if I was wrong or whatever. I told Queen, looking at that video, and that is the same video that I got. That video is on Twitter. It's the same video. The PDF that you showing Eddie and Karmelo together, all of that, I got all of that PDF, right? So the point I was trying to make was that in court, the prosecution, they didn't prove with evidence beyond a shadow of a doubt that Karmelo committed first-degree murder. The way Karmelo got convicted was through witness testimony, right? Mostly all of the, I'm gonna say all of the Memorial High School students, they testified that Karmelo was the aggressor. They all testified that Karmelo was the aggressor. So what I'm here to prove is that Karmelo was not the aggressor. Austin, Hunter, and the other boys that was with them, they were the aggressors. And so I just wanted to come up here and just share some timestamps with y'all that I went over to show y'all, and I'm not here to just change y'all mind. I just wanted y'all to observe what I observed. That's it.
So
That's
let
okay.
me, can I respond to you?
Sure.
I guess you don't follow. Well, I don't expect you to follow my channel. He's having me here to go over the facts from the case. We could have a long discussion about who's right or wrong and all of that stuff. Tonight's show, he brought me on to basically convey what was in court. I feel like it was self-defense. My position is different from his. So you guys are trying to put me in a box because you don't listen to me every day when I'm saying that the boy was trying to be picked up. So your argument is not for me because we have the same argument, but because I don't believe that he was jumped, you guys are trying to put me in the Metcalf box. So what I'm saying is tonight I could make the same argument probably at your level, right? But this is just not the conversation. I'm a courtroom witness. He's bringing me. We do this on many cases. This is just one case. 2 weeks from now, we're going to be covering another case.
Just thank you for the little bow wow. Somebody, you was just on this nigga panel like 2-3 days ago. So how all of a sudden you talking about?
88, let the men talk. 88, let the men talk.
Damn, I ain't with that shit. Hell no.
88, you can let men talk.
I'm gonna let them talk, but if I see some
88, 88, I'm gonna ask you again, please.
I'm on mute.
It's okay, Queen. Go ahead, Mel. I'm listening.
We have similar positions, so I don't know. You can't let other people come and introduce me that don't even know me well, right? If you go back and look at my videos, I explain. I'm the one that said that Hudson says that he hit him with a lineman's drill, and also that Jay tried to pick him up. All right. What I'm saying is you don't have to come up with a scenario about him being jumped to show that Austin pretty much was violating on Karmelo. So you can't let people put words in my mouth.
Hold on, wait. What are you talking about? I didn't even come up here for you, Mel.
Oh well, if you're talking about me, I never once said Karmelo.
He said He said y'all. You said y'all. You could go back and listen to it. So if you hadn't said y'all, I wouldn't open my mouth. So that's it.
So then if he's talking to me, let me say this. I have never in chat. Have I ever said Karmelo was the aggressor? Karmelo came over there with some energy. I never said that. I said Karmelo was not there first. I said Austin and Hunter and Nathan pulled up, sat down. Karmelo comes behind them. Karmelo and them have a conversation. They're going back and forth, telling him to leave 15 times. They're telling him, leave, get up and leave, get up and leave. I never said Karmelo was the aggressor. I never said Karmelo was in the wrong. I've never gave an opinion about this case. I've always just strictly went off the law and what they've said in court. If you've ever watched my channel, I go off facts. I don't go off opinion. I don't go off my feelings. My feelings, I report, you decide. That's my channel.
No, we're saying that's what the witnesses were trying to paint the picture like.
I never said anything about that. That ain't what this is
about.
Let
me say this. Let me say this, Queen. I never accused, when I just came up here, if you like Mel said, go back. I never accused Mel or you, Ratchet, of anything. I never accused y'all of anything.
So what is the point of coming up here?
So I just came up.
It was not the aggressor. No one said he was.
Well, no. Here's the thing, right? I'm conceding that if you watch the tape, Karmelo did walk up after Austin and his boys came in the stands. I'm conceding to that. I'm just coming up to show y'all something that a lot of people didn't catch, if you will allow me to. That's all I came up for. That's it. This is like 2 timestamps. That's it. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm just confused, but go ahead.
Okay, so if you go to timestamp 7:44,
Mm-hmm.
wait, hold on. This is not this is the one where Carmelo. Do you have the other 15-minute one?
I have the 17. I have every angle of this.
Can you get the 15-minute one up?
I have to find it. You know which angle it was? West, north, southwest?
I just know the time, the total time on the video was 15 minutes and 9 seconds. Yeah, I think this might be it right here.
Oh, that's the 5-minute one. Hold on.
Oh, this is a 5-minute one? Okay.
That's 3 minutes. That's the parking lot. This is the northeast entrance. Hold on. And this one is the football field.
Yeah, not that.
This is kind of just throwing my whole.
I think that's
This is the full 18-minute video right here. This is the full 18-minute video.
okay. 18 minutes. Okay. So if you fast forward to let's say like 15, like if you go to, can you go closer to the fight right there? Just go closer to the fight.
I might have to go back and get the other video. The northeast entrance. Hold on. I'm thrown off now, but
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I gotta find the whole video again. I mean, just can you just prove the point? Because I'm like, well,
no, I'm saying
we have a whole live setup, and I'm be real, 88. You fucking my live up. I don't know what the fuck is going on or what the fuck.
Because we just had this conversation earlier when I was at the when you called and I told you I
didn't know nobody else coming up here, or I didn't say nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so this is what I'm saying.
I just got him and I text you because I said I was going to prove my point from looking at that video, the conversation we had earlier on my panel, and after when I talked to you behind the scenes.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If you just go to where the scuffle breaks out, that's it. That's all I'm asking.
Okay, but what's just that's just.
So I'm going to show you that multiple people made contact with Karmelo.
Hey, don't you got the zoomed in part, Mel?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go to Mel's video real quick because I'm so thrown off right now. Give me a second. Go ahead, Mel.
All right, no problem.
Present your screen. Okay, here goes Mel's video. You got the damn it.
All right, I got it. No worry, I got it.
Really? Okay.
All right.
All right, the 4 got, okay, here we go. Let's go back. Hold on. Shoot. I think it's like 7 minutes, maybe. No. Here we go, right here. There we go.
Since you would leave, we're gonna get you up out of here. Let's get you up out of here.
What's it, bro?
Now I'm talking to the chat. Somebody said I would leave. Well, we got you to fuck up out of here.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mel, could you rewind it probably about 15 seconds before the fight?
Yeah, I think oh yeah, okay. Here we go.
15 seconds before the fight.
Yeah,
just rewind it a little bit more. Keep rewinding it. Okay. Rewind it. Okay, right there. I'll play it. Now, if you look right up under the M, somebody's going to pop out like they snatched something, right? Somebody's going to pop out. Right up under the M. I think that's where Austin was standing, or I think that's where Austin was standing right there. Somebody popped out right there, right? Hold on. They're about to pop out right now. Hey, right there. See, did you see that? Just stop. Did y'all see where they popped out? The person popped out right there, right next to Austin?
Yes.
Okay. It was like a snatching motion, right? So in court, I mean, from Hunter's testimony, not testimony, but the interviews, he admitted that Karmelo's bag was grabbed, right? And I noticed that Ratchet said to the far left, that was Austin. right?
Yes.
So the way I'm understanding this, right? I'm not saying that this is factual. I'm just saying the way I'm understanding this, the person to the far right that just popped out, and you can tell their arm went aggressive, like they snatched something. That was Karmelo's bag, right? And so if you keep playing it, just go to 744, Mel. Is this the 15-minute video, Mel?
No, this is just a snip.
Okay, just keep playing it. Just play it a little bit. Right there, right up under the M, somebody else is gonna move forward past that person under the M. Right there. Did you see that? Back it up. Just back it up. Back it up one more time. Back it up one more time. Just back it. Okay. Right up under the M, there's somebody standing up. Is somebody right there? Somebody move forward. It's two people attack Karmelo right there. It's two people attack Karmelo. Now it's the other person that y'all saying is Hunter. The other person that y'all saying is Hunter that left the tent. He was behind Karmelo.
No.
Or either he was behind Karmelo or in front of Karmelo, right? But the point I'm trying to make is that right there proves that more than one person attacked Karmelo.
No.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in?
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
before you jump in, we also got to explain the welt under that man's eye, and it's a gash in his inner there's a gash in his inner eyebrow, right? On his right side to our left, and there's whelps on his cheek. So go ahead, Mel.
All right, and again, I'm here to explain what was in court. Okay, so we're gonna go back and look at what you said. All right.
Yeah.
And this is no beef with you or anything. I'm just
of course not. I ain't trying to beef with nobody.
Yeah.
I ain't disrespecting nobody or nothing.
No, it's all good. So here's the thing, right? Karmelo, we know where he's sitting at. Hunter, even in the court testimony, he's sitting right in front of Karmelo. You could actually see the peak of Carmelo's head, and you know it because that's where Austin go and attack him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to the right of Karmelo, to our left, where the
zoomed in video. If you want to unshare this, I can just bring up the zoomed in video.
That'll be perfect. But
okay.
I think not Ratchet. The zoomed in video does not include when the person snatched whatever they snatched to the left right there. It don't include that.
No,
but go ahead.
I have a different angle of the video.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
I'm removing it. Sorry.
All right. Let's go here. So let's go here. You can see it better right here, can't you?
I mean, okay.
It's a little bit more zoomed in than the other one was, correct?
It's cutting off the M a little bit. That's what I was saying. It's cutting off that memorial M. But I mean, go ahead. It's okay. It's all right. That's why I was saying you're not going to see the person really snatched, whatever. But go ahead.
Okay. So if you look at this video, I'm just trying to find out where we are now in the video.
They're about to get to the scuffle right here.
Okay, so I'm trying to wait till
I zoomed in. I told you it's gonna zoom in.
Okay.
So this is where we are now.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep pausing it and starting it again.
Do y'all see the three people standing up under the M? To the left, in the middle, and the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain.
Is any one of those Karmelo?
Yes.
Carmelo's right here.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, keep your mouse right there. That's not Karmelo. That's what I was saying on my show. And I'm gonna prove to you that's not Karmelo.
I don't need you to prove it because I know for a fact it's Karmelo.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I explain? Can I get my point off? Okay, so that's Karmelo, and he's a blob because Hunter is also a part of his being because it's all blurred out. But Hunter is sitting in front of him. We started this show off and we showed you that perfectly, right? According to this is their world. I'm only telling you what's in court so you can line it up. Other than that, everything is philosophy. Eddie is sitting to the right of go to the other side. Eddie right there. Eddie is the next person in line, okay?
Austin.
Eddie is the next person in line on the same bench as Karmelo, okay? So whoever's doing the mark, just stop right there where you see the pole is.
This is where the confusion come in at because earlier y'all said that Eddie was sitting to the far right, up top.
Wait. follow what I'm saying. Listen, please follow what I'm saying.
Okay.
Karmelo is sitting on a row behind the bleacher. We're looking at it, right? So imagine now you're sitting in his seat. Eddie testified he's sitting down on the right from Karmelo. So we're looking at it. He's about where this pole is, right here. So, okay, right there. He's on that same row right beside Karmelo. So you got Eddie right there where the marker is, okay? The cursor is. Austin is going to pop out. Austin is in front of Eddie. Eddie testified in court that when Austin went at Karmelo, he knocked Eddie out the way. So you're going to see Eddie in the mix of this, and he's going to get knocked out the way. You think that that's somebody else attacking Karmelo? I'm telling you right now, according to the testimony, I'm going based off what you said. So
no, I'm telling you that the person to the far left, when the fight broke off, you're telling me that person motioned all the way to the right. That's what you're saying.
The person that motioned to the right is Austin. Hunter.
Okay, but I'm saying you're saying that person to the far left, right up under the left leg of that M. The left leg of the M.
On the back row, there's 20 people in this tent. So we're seeing a blob.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right up under the M. We just identified 3 people standing up. To your left, in the middle, and to the right. Right there up under the M.
Up under the M.
The person to the left, you're saying that person is Austin, and that person is going to come over, and that's the person that's going to push Karmelo.
Correct. And while he's doing it, he's going to knock.
But hold on, let me get in here real quick. This is why I don't want to. This is why I hate debating with people, because y'all don't want to go off facts. This spot right here that we're looking at, this row right here, I already showed everybody in this chat when this live started. This is why people like, no offense to you, but people like you confuse the fuck out of people, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay.
Look, if you go back to the very beginning of that video, this row right here is completely empty. I show you where they walk up. I show you where they walk up. Hunter sits down. Austin sits down. Eddie was already sitting there. Karmelo pulls up right in the back and sits, boom, right behind Hunter. Period. And then he pops out at the top of the tent because he's sitting right there.
And Hunter
let me ask you this. Hold on, let me ask Ratchet this. When Austin them first walked up, who was the first white boy that first walked in the stands with the white shoes?
The people that walked up was Nathan, Hunter, and Austin. They
right.
all
Well, I'm saying, who was the first one that actually stepped up in the stands? Because there was one person that stepped up first in the stands.
Okay, go get to your point.
Okay, that person that stepped up first in the stands, that was Austin.
Okay, and Austin sits down.
Right, he eventually sat down, right? What I'm trying to tell Mel is that person to the far left up under that M, that's not Austin.
You actually see Austin where he comes from to attack Karmelo.
Look, we're gonna see it. Let's just look right here. He's right there.
Okay, but that person to the far left, put your mouse over to the far left, Ratchet, to the far left. That person, that's not Austin.
I didn't say that's Austin.
We said this was Austin. He said that was look.
Okay,
Austin,
but
hold on. I said Austin.
This is exactly where I just told you Karmelo was sitting at, right here. And look where he's attacking.
Ratchet, me and you on the same page. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Me and you are agreeing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm saying is that person to the far left, put your cursor back to the person on the far. That's the person that snatched whatever they snatched, right?
That's not what happened. No. Hunter, that I have to disagree. I'm not saying, snatching.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying they actually snatched some, but they did a very aggressive arm motion and they moved away from that crowd. What I'm saying is, if you go back, Ratchet, go back, just rewind just 1 second. I appreciate you. Go back.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah.
So I have it twin 1 and twin 2. I don't know which is which, but you can clearly.
He passes by these first two. Must have gotten to the tent because he's.
Oh, you playing an Instagram video? Okay, I got you.
This is my video.
Oh, okay.
Side on the left there, and yeah, you don't see much going on. I can't really see if he's arrived to the tent or not. It's pretty difficult.
No, Ratchet. That video that you that's the same video you just had up there. Okay.
I just played the audio, but I took the audio off and it'll play again.
All right. And it's gonna zoom in, right? That's the same one.
I'll zoom in a second.
All right.
Boom.
Now, right there. This one, pause it. This is right when the fight finna happen, right?
Okay.
Play. Okay, the person in the middle, you're gonna see
the person
right there. You're gonna see that there was somebody
right here.
No, not that person. Just keep it in the middle. The person in the middle.
Okay.
The person right up under the M in the middle, right there. If you just watch closely as it plays, somebody on the other side of that person in the middle is going to move in front of that person. They're going to move in unison, but there's going to be a person that moves in front of that person, and you're going to see that it's two people that actually move towards Karmelo. Right there. Did you see that? Did you see that? That's right there.
That he didn't move.
No, not that person. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it.
No, I see what you're saying, but that's Austin.
No, that's two people.
Hold on. That's exactly what I explained to you, brother. Austin is moving. Behind Austin is Eddie. Eddie's sitting to the right of Karmelo. Austin is moving toward Karmelo. He knocks Eddie out the way. You're seeing Eddie in the background.
Yes.
The guy in the background and the guy beyond the pole, they're not even addressing him in the court case because he's not a part of this whole storyline. So what you're seeing in the background, I get it, but I'm trying to tell you that's Eddie getting knocked out the way. And then you're going to see, right now, you see Austin step up and go out the back of the tent.
Okay.
Hunter, you mean?
See what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm sorry, Hunter.
Play it one more time and I'm out your way, Ratchet, because I don't want to interrupt your show, because I feel like I'm interrupting your show. Now I feel like I'm interrupting your show. We're gonna wait till it blow up.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, Ratchet.
You good. All right, so, but I got to disagree with you on that. I don't believe two people are attacking him. It's just Austin.
I'm just saying my eyes don't. Okay, so play it. No, hold on. Stop. The person to the right, look, put your cursor on the person to the right. No, not that person. They're saying, now Mel is saying that's Karmelo.
Carmelo's right here.
Right, that's what y'all saying, right? I'm telling y'all, Karmelo is still seated right there in the middle, right between them two. That person on the right is still going to be there when Karmelo shoots up the gap and goes up the top of the tent. Now, if you play it, just keep your mouse right there.
I'm gonna keep my cursor right here where I'm telling you Carmelo's at. Now watch this.
That person got pushed back from the momentum of Karmelo, but that person's still going to be there when Karmelo go up the tent. That's what I pointed out on my show. Watch this.
Watch this. I'm gonna slow it and watch. Look right. Let me move that out the way. Look right here. Pay attention.
I'm looking right there.
Now watch this. I'm trying to get that out the way. Look, boom. That's him. It's right where
no. I'm telling you. Just keep playing it,
bro. Look, the shadows. Look,
but just keep playing it. You
gotta let me talk, brother.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The shadow is no longer here. The shadow is here.
That's not true. It's a shadow. It's a shadow in the middle too. But if you just keep playing it, you're going to see that person you initially had your cursor on.
Now look. The shadow is here where I'm telling you. Now watch where Karmelo go. Watch this shadow right here. Just watch right here where my cursor is there. Just watch. Look. Now he lunges forward. That shadow.
Okay. Keep your cursor right there on that person.
The shadow lunged forward. The shadow's no longer here no more. The shadow went from here.
That's because the other person went forward too with Karmelo.
Now look, this is Karmelo.
Right, he's shooting up the gap.
But that's the same fucking thing that
just keep playing it.
Look.
Now stop it. Go to your right.
Now look.
No, go to your right. That person is still there. That person got pushed back.
That's Hunter, brother.
I'm telling you what I'm trying to tell y'all is
Hunter.
Jeez, that's Hunter, man.
Hunter.
Listen, I don't see how y'all missing this.
Oh, bro, you're wrong. Listen.
Wait. Hold on. Take him back.
I got this.
Okay, go. Get him.
You're looking at a blob of a person because Karmelo is directly behind Hunter. When he lunges, you see Hunter turn his body around. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing Karmelo move forward and backwards, but you're also seeing Hunter. It's like a big blob of a person. The only two people that are sitting here is Hunter and Karmelo. Now Carmelo's no longer there. It's just Hunter. See, now that's Hunter right there.
I agree.
Hunter goes up to Hunter goes up there. That's the only person. There's no other person. There's no other person there.
Right. What I'm saying is, I'm on the same page as you.
It's just Hunter, and it's just Karmelo. That's
what
it.
I'm telling
Austin. That's it.
What I'm telling you is, I'm on the same page. The only thing we disagree with.
I'm gonna play it one more time. Now,
hold on, before you play it. The only thing we disagree with is, I'm telling y'all, Hunter, when that jerk went back and forth, Hunter was involved in that too. He went back too.
Oh, Hunter turned his back. Hey, Mel, can you pull up that video we played right before I went live when I'm done with this? The zoomed in when you played right before I went live. When we was on the call.
Yeah, I'll try to find it. Okay, let me try to find it.
Now I want you to pay attention. I gotta school you here, brother. Let me teach you the game real quick, because I'm also gonna go back and show you that was Hunter. Now look. Hunter,
I'm not saying that's not Hunter.
Hunter is sitting right here. No matter what we chop it up with. Hunter is here, Carmelo's here. This is what you're saying. Karmelo is right here. Hunter is right here.
You're saying Hunter way down there somewhere.
Hunter is right here.
Okay.
Right there.
You have to show him them sitting down. That's the only way he's gonna see it.
Okay, look. The Carmelo's the gray part right here is Carmelo's hoodie. This is Karmelo.
In the middle.
No, Carmelo's his head is exactly where my mouse is.
Bro, that's black. In the middle, it looks gray. Look in the middle.
It's a blob. Look, just pay attention right here where this head is at, and then watch it go here and go here. Just pay attention right there. Just everybody in this chat, look right here. Drop the gems if I'm right. Pay attention right here. Just pay attention right here. And then look at this person, and this is only going to be two people. And I've already showed y'all this was empty. This whole section was empty. Then Hunter sits down. Karmelo walks up to the back, sits right behind Hunter. And Austin is sitting right here.
Right.
Now,
put your cursor on Austin again.
I need you to just pay attention to what I'm telling you real quick, brother. Just pay attention real quick, and I'm going to let you get your shit off. Just look right here. Don't look nowhere else but right here. Now pay attention. Now I'm going to slow it down, and I want you to pay attention. Look.
Right there.
Now watch this go here and here. Look. Now it's not. Now the head ain't there no more. The head is over here. Okay. Hunter is still right there. He's turning around. So it's going to look like a blob. Austin here. Now Karmelo is right here. Hunter is right here. Now watch. That same shadow. Now the shadow is no longer here. It's over here.
Put your cursor in the middle.
Just listen. Now watch. Now watch. Hunter is still right here. Now Karmelo is going to shoot up right through here. Hunter is going to be the only other person right there. There is nobody else right here. Now watch. Karmelo just shot up.
Go ahead.
Karmelo shoots up.
I just seen what you just seen. What I'm telling you is what you just said ain't make no sense. Now let me school you. What you just said ain't make no sense, bro. Now, if you just play the video again, because what I'm saying is way more accurate. That's what I'm telling you. Because before in the beginning,
I can't do this. I can't do this.
See what I'm saying?
There's no fact.
But you just said after you was gonna play it, you was gonna play it for me one more time. You said that. Right here. Now let me do this
again.
Right. Now it's gonna zoom in like you said.
Okay. LaFleur TV, block him out my chat. Block LaFleur out my chat. I'm tired of telling y'all this shit, mods. Mods. Do I need to get new mods tonight?
Okay, stop it. Stop it, Ratchet.
Okay, boom.
Okay, so originally, respectfully, you were saying
video. Go ahead.
Originally, respectfully, you were saying Hunter. Okay. You were saying that Hunter was to the right. He was down a little bit. Where you were circling. What I'm telling you is, by the time this scuffle happened, you pushed your marker up and you made Hunter up more. What I'm telling you is, to me, respectfully, that don't make no sense. What I'm telling you is, if you look at the person in the middle, it looks like their arm is extended or something, or maybe that's a bleacher, black or whatever, I don't know. But if you look at the person in the middle, there's going to be somebody else that shadows that. Oh.
No, watch. Look at this.
Can I make a statement?
No, look at this. Now watch this. I'm done talking. Let's prove facts. Look, there's no one sitting right here.
No, I conceded to that already, bro.
No, you didn't because you're
Yes,
still
I
saying.
did.
No, look, there's no one sitting here.
I conceded to that
there's
though.
literally nobody there. Now watch Hunter. Watch Hunter come here. Now watch Hunter. Watch Hunter sit right where I'm telling you this blob is at. Now watch. There's Hunter's right there. Austin goes and sits down. Hunter
That's
sits
Austin,
down.
right? That's Austin, the first one, right? That's what I said. Now, where did Austin sit?
Look, Austin moves.
Where Austin at? He never went to the.
Hunter sits right here. There, boom. Look, Hunter just sit down right here. Austin moved. Austin just went right here.
That's why I wanted you to play the zoomed in one.
Fam, look, nigga, look. Look.
All right, man.
Look. No one is sitting there. This is where the fight happened right here, where Karmelo is sitting at right here. And I'm going to prove to you in a second that Karmelo sits right here. And Hunter sits right here in front of Karmelo. Austin is sitting right here. Now pay attention.
Who was the first person that just walked up with the white shoes?
Watch what happens, bro. Just look. Now watch, he's going to move. He moves right there.
Who moved?
And then boom. Now watch. Now watch.
Okay, I didn't see Austin move. He went right there in the middle.
Okay, now pay attention to this.
That's what I tried to tell y'all.
Now look. Now Karmelo pulls up. Now Karmelo is sitting right behind him. Karmelo ends up coming right over there and sits right beside him. And that's exactly where the fight takes place. Right where I'm telling you, Karmelo is right there. Period. Point blank.
Bro, this what I'm saying, Ratchet. I'm agreeing with you what Karmelo is, bro. I'm telling you, if you go, I just wanted you to play that zoomed in version one more time. I promise you, I'm not going to ask you to play it again.
Ratchet, can I just get a?
But I'm saying you interrupting. He said he was going to play it for me one more time, and we ain't did it. Just play that zoomed in version one more time.
Out, bro. Like I don't do this. This ain't what I do. I don't do this. I don't do this on my channel. My channel is never like this. I have a professional channel where I just want to come present facts. I don't need this.
Bro,
how do you know that they're facts though? Just
I'm saying, okay, here we go.
We're lying in court.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Have a good night, both of y'all. Get the fuck off my channel. I don't need that shit. This ain't what I do. I don't need that shit on my channel at all. This ain't what the fucking live was about. I had a whole live set up. I ain't come to argue. I did not say this, Mel. We ain't here to debate. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to go back and forth. I'm here to present facts. That's it. I don't got to talk about nothing else other than facts. What happened in court. We getting back on track. We don't got time for that shit. 88, don't never do that shit on my channel again. Period, point blank. Don't never do that shit on my channel again. I don't do this shit on my channel. Period. Sorry about that, Mel.
No, it's all right. But there was a key point I wanted to make, but it's all right.
Go ahead. You can make the point, but I just don't need that.
No, he made a great point. He says that after, and respect to the brother, but he said that once Karmelo ran out of the back of the tent, he said that figure was up more, right? Mm-hmm. He substantiated what I was saying. Hunter was sitting. He's up more because he's stand up. You see him actually shift, and then he runs out the back. He's up more because he shifted. So it makes sense. I mean, it's
But if you listen to this, not you, Mel, but if he listens to this, remember he just said Austin sat in front of Karmelo, right? This is his point. He says Austin was sitting in front of Karmelo, right? Okay.
That's impossible.
But listen, if Austin was sitting in front of Karmelo, the person who was sitting in front of Karmelo ran up there with the shorts and he chased Karmelo. So how's Austin dead and chasing Karmelo? See what I'm saying? Y'all listen to dumbass niggas that know what the fuck they talking about. This nigga just said Austin sat right here and never moved. If Austin never moved, then Karmelo stabbed Hunter. What are we talking about? How the fuck is that gonna make sense? If Austin never moved, the person sitting right here with the same shorts on jumps up and chases him and goes back to his brother. That's Hunter. The fuck are we talking about? Stop listening to niggas that don't know what the fuck they talking about. How the fuck is it possible Listen to this, y'all. He just said, let's go back to the Instagram video. This nigga just said, let me exit off this real quick. He just said this video right here, Hunter never moved. I mean, Austin never moved. How is that possible? The same person with the shorts is still sitting right here. Look, he gets up and chases him. That's the same person. That's Hunter.
Yeah.
Look, he has shorts on. That's Hunter. And he goes to his brother. So how is that possible? How is it possible? That's the same person that was sitting.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Can you show? I want everybody to see this clearly. When Austin attacks Karmelo, you see Eddie in the background, and Eddie actually testified that he was knocked out the way. That third party that's sitting back on the same row with Karmelo to his right, to our left, that's Eddie getting knocked out the way. He's not attacking Karmelo.
Yes, it's Eddie getting knocked out the way from Austin, and Hunter jumps up. What are we talking about? He said Austin never moved. How is that possible, chat? Chat, how is it possible that Austin never moved from in front of Karmelo? If Austin was sitting in front of Karmelo, then he stabbed Hunter. So what are we talking about? How is that possible? He said Austin got up and sat down and never moved. How is that possible? You see there? That's Hunter. Austin and Eddie sitting right next to Karmelo. Austin and Eddie right here. Look at this. Mel, explain this to him, brother. I'm going to slow it down in slow-mo for you.
So basically what you're going to see, let me make this very clear. Let's pause it for a second, all right? Because everybody keep talking about the video with Hunter and his mother. And I try to explain this. Hunter in the video, he says that he hears a strange boy walk up and he starts talking all this noise, right? In the court case, Eddie says very clearly that Karmelo walked up and he was like, you guys suck ass. You guys are pussies, right? This is some of the, they were going back and forth, but this is what Eddie was saying. Some of the other guys said that even the white guys said, listen, they told Karmelo to leave. Okay, so you have Hunter saying that Karmelo is behind him. Can you just explain that briefly before I get into my story? Can you show that?
Yeah, look, right here. So the scuffle, you just seen him get thrown back. That's the scuffle of Austin and Karmelo. I don't understand how this dude is just here to confuse people at this point. Don't ever come back on my channel. You're not welcome over here, 88. Don't ever promote nobody. You can't come back over here. I don't give a fuck. You're gone. The dude literally just lied to everybody. This is, how the fuck is this Austin here and Austin here? How is Austin in two places at the same time? That's Hunter right here with the same dude I showed y'all walked up and sat down. He talking about Austin walked up there and sat down in front of Karmelo. You're dumb as fuck, brother. Chat. If I'm on point, drop the gems. If I'm on point right now, if Austin is here, Hunter is here, and Karmelo is here, drop the gems. I ain't talking about right now in this frame, but I'm saying when the video starts out, drop the gems. If you know for a fact Hunter was sitting in front of Karmelo and Austin was sitting to this direction of Karmelo. Drop the gems in the chat right now. What the fuck is this dumbass nigga talking about? Talking about, oh, Austin sat down in front of him with the shorts on and he never moved. Who got shorts on right here that's jumping up, running after Karmelo? It's Hunter, you stupid bitch. Now look at this. That's Hunter. We ain't got to go over this shit no more. Get your dumb ass off my channel. Go ahead, man. My bad, Mel. Go ahead, brother.
All right. So just basically, well, you don't have that up anymore. We can keep moving. I mean, we're way behind schedule, but I could go either way with it. I'm free. So if you want to pull it back up, I'll explain it.
Oh, you want me to pull that angle back up that I just had?
Yeah, you had the close up of the tent.
My bad.
I was just setting the stage that even if you go to Hunter's words, he says that Karmelo is sitting behind him. Okay, it's the next one when it comes up. I'll get to it. I think it's a few seconds later or so.
Oh, my bad. Am I playing it? Hold on, let me go.
And
back.
I'm gonna need you to use the cursor so we can make it very clear.
Who you want me to have the cursor on?
But wait till it's gonna expand.
All right.
I believe so, right? Doesn't it? Maybe I enlarged it. Give me 1 second.
It's coming back. It's about to zoom in.
Yeah, here we go. Maybe.
It's gonna zoom in like 2 seconds. Hold on.
Okay, that's what I'm waiting for.
I'll pause it when it zooms in.
All right, cool.
All right, here it comes. Boom. There, I
All
paused.
right, so we made it very clear. At the very top, you see Karmelo. That's his head right there. It's almost like if he's Hunter is sitting right in front of him, but they're one in this frame because they're blurred and black, right? You go immediately, and the same thing is happening with Eddie on the back row. Show his head next to Karmelo to the left, right there, Eddie, and then below Eddie, then come down straight down, and you're gonna come straight down from Eddie right there. That's where Austin is. You're gonna see him stand up. Okay, when he stands up. Right?
He's going to be blurred into Eddie, but knocking Eddie out the frame.
He's gonna knock him out the way. People are seeing Eddie, and they're just saying, "Oh,
this
there's
is
a
4
third."
people right here. 4 people. It just looks like 2. It looks like 2 blobs because this shit is so blurry.
There you go. So the other brother, he said,
look,
right?
You just see that the hand that he's talking. This is how dumb he is. You just see the hand go up right here. That's Austin's hand. Eddie is sitting right here next to Karmelo. Remember, the testimony says that Eddie ended up sitting right next to Karmelo. Eddie is to the right of Karmelo. Austin is sitting directly in front of Eddie. Hunter is sitting with his brother. This is the 2 brothers, and this is the 2 friends. You just seen the hand go up. Now look, it looks like 1 fucking person. It looks like 1 person is sitting right here, but it's 2. Now pay attention right here. Now watch Austin get up right there. He's in front of Eddie. So you don't see Eddie no more because Austin gets up and he's in front of Eddie. And Karmelo is here. Look at Carmelo's head. The head is right here. Now watch Carmelo's head. He pushes him. The head moves. Dumbass nigga. Now look. He knocks Eddie out the way. Go ahead, Mel.
When he rocks back, you're gonna see Eddie go bounce. Watch.
Okay. So look. Now Eddie is gonna go out, get out the frame. See, now Eddie is right here now. This is Austin. Austin moves back because Karmelo just stabbed him.
Yep.
Eddie is right here. Austin is here. Carmelo's here. Hunter is here. Now pay attention. This is Karmelo's head. Karmelo now is right there. Now Karmelo jets out. There goes Hunter coming up right here. Hunter right there. Austin goes over here. Eddie is right here. Why are you so dumb, bro? This is like, what are you talking about? Clear as day. There's Hunter with the shorts on, the one you said that was Austin and never moved, dumbass nigga. And there goes Eddie right there. Eddie is right there. Hunter went to the ground. There goes Austin went to the ground and Hunter goes back over there that way. Again, he jumps up in front of Eddie, knocks Eddie out the frame, and goes attacks Karmelo. Karmelo pushes him back. Eddie is still in the middle, and Hunter jumps up. Look, now he's in front of Eddie. Eddie is right there. Eddie gets pushed back. Karmelo gets pushed back. Right there. Now, Eddie is still here. He's 1 person with Austin now. Now, look, there goes Eddie in the middle. There goes Austin. There goes Karmelo. There goes Hunter. And it's a skirmish. Again, there goes Hunter. There goes Eddie. There goes Karmelo. We don't got to debate this shit, bro. This is easy money, fam. Let me show you how to cover a case. You don't know what you're talking about. One more time, chat. Drop the gems if I'm telling the truth. Drop the caps if I'm lying. I'm going to show y'all this one more time. I'm not going over this shit ever again. I'm going to show y'all beyond a reasonable doubt. And the testimonies line up with this shit. I'm going to show y'all who is who. Mel, you can back me up as soon as I'm done. Let's go. We finna cook you motherfuckers. Now, you 88 was your backup? Man, you getting cooked. Look. There goes Eddie. That's Eddie's head. This is Karmelo's head. This is Hunter's head. This is Austin's head. Pay attention. Now watch this. Now watch. I'm going to show y'all when Austin gets up in front of Eddie, knocks Eddie out the way. This afro right here, this head, the little puffy head, that's Karmelo. This head is going to go right here and come right back here. And he ain't going to touch this person. He's going to touch the person that gets up in front of this person and knocks him out the way. This is Eddie. Watch. Look, now watch this. He's going to jump up in front of Eddie. He's going to stand up and he's going to knock Eddie out the way and he's going to push Karmelo back. Karmelo's going to stab him and Eddie's going to get knocked out the frame a little bit, but Eddie's going to end up popping out right here. Just watch. Now look, he just jumped up in front of Eddie. Boom. Now Eddie's right here getting pushed out the way. Eddie's going to end up right here after Karmelo goes right here. Watch this. He's jumping in front of Eddie. That's Austin that just stood up in front of Eddie to push Karmelo, and Hunter is right here. Watch. He just pushed him and knocked Eddie out the way now. Watch Eddie. He knocks Eddie out the way. Eddie's now right here. Karmelo just lunged forward, and Austin's going to go back, and Hunter's going to jump up. Look. He just went up there. Hunter's right here. Austin fell back. Eddie is right there. The same people I just showed y'all. Period, point blank. Drop the gems if I'm on point. Yeah, he gone now because he's a dumbass. The dude don't know what the hell he talking about. All right, go ahead, Mel. My bad, bro.
No, that's it. You covered it well.
Yeah, bro. People, this is why YouTubers can't cover cases, bro. You got to actually get in courtrooms and figure this stuff out. Me and Mel go to courtrooms. We go cover cases for real. Boots on the ground. We don't just sit on the internet and gossip and make up shit. This is court testimony that said this. Austin was sitting next to his brother. Karmelo was sitting next to his friend. Period, point blank. Austin was sitting next to Hunter. Eddie was sitting next to Karmelo. Austin jumps in front of Eddie, knocks him out the frame, and pushes Karmelo back. Karmelo stabs him. Eddie gets knocked down, and Hunter tries to chase him, but then Hunter goes back to his brother. Karmelo retreats.
Can you explain to everybody, please, that even in the body cam footage, Karmelo doesn't mention being jumped. Neither anywhere else in this case do you have him being jumped. This all came from people talking about. Yeah, break it down.
He was never jumped. No, not one person ever testified whether it was on the defense's side or whether it was on the prosecution side. Opening statements, closing statements. The jury never heard the words more than one person struck Karmelo. Only thing that you see here in the skirmish that you see, if y'all are saying he got jumped, then y'all saying Eddie jumped him, because Hunter jumped up at the very fucking the butt end of this shit. Hunter is right here. Hunter never did shit. Hunter turned around when it was too late. Look, Austin is already over there pushing him. Hunter is still sitting right here. Hunter ain't did nothing. Karmelo has already stabbed him. Eddie is knocked out the way. Then you see Hunter jump up. That's when Hunter jumps up with the shorts on. The same shorts that he said, who's the first person that walked up there and sat down? It was Austin. Austin was sitting in front of him. Austin never moved. The person you saying was Hunter was Austin. Man, shut your dumb ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut your goofy ass off my channel with that dumb shit. My bad, bro. But yeah, as we proceed, man. As we proceed. So now, go ahead.
Now I was going to say, to give you what you need, that's the Diddy trial.
Yeah, as we proceed to give y'all what y'all need, man. Look, me and Mel, we like Pippen and Jordan. We like Kobe and Shaq. We like Dwayne Wade and Bron. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we like
heavy hitters, yeah.
The heavy hitters right here. Look, so this is the state of Texas versus Karmelo Sincere Anthony, man. This is the state of Texas versus Karmelo Sincere Anthony. On this day, the court enters an order to govern all aspects of the trial proceedings in this matter due to significant public and media interest in this case. The court finds that specific procedures are necessary to ensure the defendant's right to a fair and impartial trial. The orderly administration of justice, the safety and security of all participants, and reasonable public access consistent with the constitutional requirements. The court has considered the directives set forth in Waller versus Georgia, Shepard versus Maxwell, as well as applicable constitutional provisions, statutes, and case law. The court finds that this case has generated substantial public and media attention, that the unrestricted access or activity may compromise courtroom security, juror privacy, and the defendant's right to a fair trial. The court further finds a reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions are necessary and appropriate, and that while the media and public retain the right to attend proceedings, such as access is subject to limitations set forth in this order. The courtroom shall open each day of the trial at 8:30 a.m. Entries shall be permitted beginning at 8:30 a.m. for members of the media at 8:40 a.m. For designated family members at 8:50 a.m. For members of general public, no more than 9 members of the media shall be permitted in the courtroom at one time. Seating shall be one space available basis. The courtroom doors shall close promptly at 9 a.m. and individuals arriving after that time shall not be admitted until a recess. Once admitted into the courtroom, no person shall leave or re-enter during proceedings except during a recess. The determination of who qualifies as a member of the media, which media representatives will be permitted access to the courtroom, and the allocation of media seating shall be made with the assistance of the court-appointed public information officer for the court. Media representatives must comply with all credential requirements establishing by that officer. The court will not intervene in or resolve disputes among members of the media regarding access seating. The court has appointed Steve Stoller as the appointed public information officer. So this was about everybody talking about the media and all the court proceedings, whoop-de-whoop. So that's the media access, and that's why they did what they did, because of all the damn media attention that this case was getting. So again, we got all of the damn transcripts, all the videos. Let's go back to our videos, man. Let's get back to our videos over here. I already showed that, the East. Did I finish showing that? Yeah, we already played that video. All right, let's get back to it. Hold on. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back through here. Thank you, Miss Chosen. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hold on. Now let's go back through here. Let me get back to my videos. He made me fuck up all my videos. They really just ruined my whole life, bro. On me. Go ahead, Mill. Cook them real quick while I find my videos again.
All right, no problem. So I just want to give you guys a little context in regards to this, because people are spinning a narrative, but I like to speak for myself. All right. The bottom line when it comes to this particular case, the judge in this case was very demanding. There was a time he even told the jurors to sit down. It seems that the defense was cowering to the judge, and I found that to be quite disturbing. One thing that stood out getting...
Go ahead. No, I'm getting my videos ready. Go ahead.
One thing I noticed in regards to Eddie, Eddie seemed to be torn between the two, but he definitely, I guess because Karmelo came in, they say from Louisiana, maybe he felt like he was more, he had more of a relationship with the twins. So that's why in court, he tried to spin a narrative that Karmelo called Austin a bitch, and then Austin called him a bitch. And that's when the defense attorney, Toby Shook, says, well, around that time, you testified to the detectives that Austin told Karmelo, I'm going to get your bitch ass up out of here. And then Karmelo says, well, move my bitch ass out of here. So he had turned all these narratives around. He tried to act like he didn't know. Karmelo, keep in mind, if Eddie could have sewed this story together that Karmelo just showed up and gave him a fist bump, they call it dapping, right? Then a lot of people were trying to say that Karmelo just sat there being quiet. But even Eddie, one kid did say, a couple of them, but they said basically they were talking about the weather. But most of the kids tried to make everything polite and that Eddie didn't have much to do with Karmelo. Like Karmelo just came there to take out the twins, and that's not true. At least that's just my opinion. I don't believe so. So that was a key factor in this case as well, as far as the distance between Eddie and Karmelo. The other thing that they all tried to paint a picture of is that Karmelo was basically the aggressor. At the end of each witness testimony, the prosecutor, the state, right, he would ask each individual, was Karmelo the aggressor? Yes. Was Austin the aggressor? No. Was it self-defense for Karmelo? No. did he murder Austin? And there was one objection in there, I believe, in regards to self-defense of murder. But the judge pretty much says, well, that's just their opinion. So at any rate, I'm just trying to help you guys understand some of the context about this. One of the things, because we just went through the photos, I just want you guys to understand when the photos were being shown, the prosecution said to the judge, this is like, it's too many pictures, right? I'm getting tired of this, something like that, right? And the judge was like, yeah, I want this to get over too. And so Toby Shook says, okay, this will be my last exhibit. So it was like the defense was so restricted, on top of them doing a lousy job, in my opinion. They were receiving undue pressure from the environment. It's almost like when you go back and you look at the judge and he sits down and he's talking about this case, it's almost like he knew the outcome was going to be a certain way. And that's why we saw this case wrap up so quickly, even on a Saturday. I sat through court on a Saturday. Never have I done that before out of all the cases that I've covered. Diddy, Trump, Luigi Mangione, all of that. And pretty much he wrapped up Karmelo, knew what the outcome was going to be. By the next day, they had him balled and out of here. So that just gives you some of the ideas of what happened with this case.
Salute, Mel. All right, so let's get to this 911 call now. I want y'all to pay attention to this, man. Listen to this 911 call, y'all.
02 a.m. 19/2nd, April 2, 2025.
It's distorted.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It's on me. I'm gonna mute my mic while it plays. My bad.
Medics at Kirkendall Stadium right away.
Okay, what's going on?
I have an athlete that was stabbed.
He was stabbed?
Yes.
Okay, where's the person who stabbed him?
I don't know.
Okay, where in the stadium is he?
We are on the visitor side bleachers. We have Army veteran that's trying to keep compression on the wound.
Okay. Are you with him now?
He is laying here.
How old is he?
Starting to go unconscious.
How old is he?
High school age, so maybe 15, 16, 17.
Okay. Is he awake?
No, he's going unconscious.
Okay. Is he breathing?
Not right now.
Breathing?
No, he's not.
He's not breathing at all?
No.
Okay. Where was he stabbed at?
In his chest.
Okay. I've got them coming, okay? Stay on the phone with me, all right?
Okay.
Is the assailant still nearby?
Okay. I'm here.
Is the assailant still nearby? Hey,
Is he breathing? Yes, ma'am.
Is the assailant still nearby?
Is what nearby?
The assailant, the person who stabbed him.
We have no idea.
Okay.
Everybody took off sprinting afterwards.
Okay. Is there
were some
serious
students around that probably would know.
Okay.
I can't have my mic unmuted while it plays. What's up?
Yeah, I just want to say really quickly. So during this part, the mother had her hands in her face. You could hear her crying throughout the process. And sometimes she would hit those high notes because she was so distraught. And then you would observe the jurors looking her way. And some of the jurors was actually crying during this video, this audio. I looked in the courtroom and there was people crying throughout, just to give you a little background of what happened while this was being played in court.
All right, salute. All right, hold on.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of blood. He's not breathing.
Okay. Did anyone see what he looked like at all?
The assailant, I'm sure that some students know, but everybody has been removed from the scene.
Okay. All right, just stay on the phone with me, okay? Because you're right there with him. I'm sending paramedics to help you now. Stay on line to exactly what to do next. Is the knife still inside of his chest?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm keeping you on the phone, okay? Like I said, I'm going to tell you to stop the bleeding. Listen carefully to make sure we do it right, okay?
Okay.
Get a clean, dry cloth or towel and tell me when you have it.
Hey, we need a clean, dry cloth or towel. We need a dry cloth or towel. We have an AED here.
Okay, we want to get this bleeding stopped if we can. Is he breathing at all right now?
We need the bleeding stopped. Dry cloth or towel. I'm on the phone.
Okay. Is he breathing?
He is not.
Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor or ground and remove anything under his head.
Everything where?
So flat on his back,
Oh,
nothing under his
he's
head.
breathing right now.
He's breathing?
This time, he's breathing.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you have a towel
We got an
for
AED
it?
connected. I'm sorry?
Do you have something that we can use to control the bleeding?
Yes, we have like sweatpants.
Okay,
They have
that's
pressing on
perfect.
his chest.
Place it right on the wound and press down firmly. Do not lift up the
Press
blood.
down firm.
It's going to hurt it, but
Keep
you got to
pressing down.
push, okay?
Oh,
We
yeah,
gotta keep
they
that
just removed
pressure on
for.
it.
Okay.
And don't take it off, okay?
Okay, he only took it off because it just advised the shock, so we did a shock to his chest.
Okay.
There you go, Austin. He's trying.
Are there any officers there with you yet?
They, I think they have the assailant. They're just pinning him down.
Okay, where are they at?
They are really close to where the victim is. They're like 5 yards away on the track. There's some police here.
Okay, well, have them down, please, and show them where the assailant is, okay? What's your name?
Hey, that police officer needs to come down here.
What's your name?
Robert there.
Okay, let me know when the officer's with you. I'm not hanging up until he's with you, okay?
Okay.
What is the person that you think is the assailant? What do they look like?
Hey, was that the kid that? Hey, that wasn't him? Somebody else?
That wasn't him?
Centennial kid? No, it was a kid from another school. They know the kid.
Okay, so he's not the one who's tagged, though?
No, the other kid I think was just freaking out, and they were just trying to contain him.
Okay.
Give me a breath, Austin. Give me a breath, Austin. Give me a breath, Austin. You're doing good.
Let me know when they're with you, okay? Like I said, I'm not going to
Okay.
until they're with you. Let me know if you stop the breathing, okay?
I heard that breath.
Okay.
Come on, Austin. Come on, Austin. Come on, baby. Come on, you got this. You got this.
Okay, we got the suspect, okay? So you guys just focus on him, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Come on, come on. Every once in a while, there's a breath that he's here. Come on, come on, come on.
I'm going to keep you with me, okay, until they're with you. Is he breathing still?
He's trying, yeah. We're doing compressions and giving him mouth to mouth.
Okay.
Come on, come on.
Hey, they're doing CPR on him.
Fight through.
Okay, just keep going, okay?
Come on.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
The medics are coming as fast as they can. Just keep me updated, okay?
Come on, Austin. Come on, Austin.
Yes, ma'am.
Fight through, baby. Fight through, Austin. Come on. Oh, you're doing good, Austin.
All right,
You're doing
so
good.
CPR.
Analyzing. Hands up.
Yes, their hands off, advising a shock.
Okay. Do they still have that the sweatpants over the stab wound too to keep it from bleeding?
They have some dry cloth over it right now, and then they're putting the sweats on top here in the compressions.
Perfect.
Come on.
Did it shock him again or no?
Yeah, it didn't advise.
Okay.
Come on, Austin.
All right, tell them they're doing really good, okay? Just keep going for me. If they need to switch out, make sure they do, okay? If they get tired, we're going to switch,
They are, yes.
okay?
They have.
Perfect.
Yep. EMS has just arrived. They're walking on the scene.
Okay, let me know when they're with you, okay?
Okay. They're walking over here right now.
Come on, Austin. Push through.
You did really good.
EMS here.
Okay?
Yes, you're walking up. Come on.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You did really good.
Push through.
Thanks.
Are they with you?
It was,
Come on.
they're about 15 yards away. They're walking.
Come on, right? Go ahead,
Okay, they're walking up to us right now.
Okay, I'll let you go. Good job, Robert.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, go ahead, Mel.
All right. So during this particular 911 call, he clearly says that Austin was trying to move him out of the tent. Okay. So there was no indication even in the 911 call that there was individuals jumping him. That's all.
It was never an indication of him being jumped ever. No one ever said that. I don't know where that narrative came from, but certain people are trying to push out the fact they're trying to say me and Mel are trying to move the goalpost. Me and Mel are trying to control the narrative. There is no narrative in this. How can we be pushing a narrative if all we're giving y'all is the facts? I'm not giving you my opinion on anything. Mel, have you heard me say my opinion on anything?
Nope.
Have you stated your opinion on what you believe the case is? But all we're talking about is the court transcripts, what happened in the courtroom that Mel was sitting inside of every day, the police body cam footage, the 911 calls, witness testimony, the stadium footage, what every witness said on the scene. We're just going off of paperwork and court documents. We're not telling you, well, hey, man, the court did not edit the videos. The court did it. I'm not telling you that it's edited. I'm not telling you it's not edited. I'm not saying anything is fake. I'm not saying anything is real. I can only present to you what they gave to us. Mel can't get in the courtroom and eye the people and say, okay, this is the real document. We don't know what is what. All we can do is go off of what they gave us.
Right.
That's it.
Can I get in for 1 second?
Get in for as many seconds as you want to, brother. Go ahead.
All right. So let me just speak up a little bit. A lot of people don't know me, right? So I go to all of these trials and I take notes, right? So what's the point of me going to sit in court if I'm going to come back and tell you a lie? Do you want to hear my opinion? Or do you want to hear what I saw on the internet? Or do you want to get an idea? Look how long it's taking them to put out the transcripts, right? But what you could do, you could go to my notes, because I go over my notes and I've been talking about this and I've been telling you that this case I felt a little weird about. But this is what I say every day, right? Don't allow other people to speak for me and give my narrative. Let me speak for myself, right? But the minute I start going to court and I start making up stuff, because a lot of people follow what I say, right? The minute you start see that I'm lying to you or I'm making up and I'm saying, well, Eddie is sitting over here and that, it's game up, because now you're going to be like, this guy's just another scarecrow. You know what I mean? Just around here with no brain telling people all sorts of bullshit. That's not what I do. I come in and when I tell you the notes, listen, let me give you guys some free game right here. I went on my channel. I explained to everybody. I said the body cam footage from the police officer, the timing is off. I wrote that in my notes in court. I came back and I told everybody the date that this happened was April the 2nd, 25. The defense attorney, when he gave his opening arguments, he said the date was April 22nd, 2025. He simply made a mistake, but I took a note of that. But here's the thing about the body camera from Cortez. The date on the body cam says February the 10th, 2016. So go look it up. I was telling people that's fresh out of court, and now you guys get to see it for yourself. That's all.
So, as you see, there's the Northeast Stadium entry. You just seen Austin. Now you see Hunter pulling up. And as you've seen, the coach told them before they came there to put their black shorts on. This is what they were supposed to be wearing. They're twins. Y'all do understand that, right? You got twin fellas here. So for the person who says, and I have to stress this because y'all are getting fed false narratives by YouTubers. Don't go off of you don't got to listen to me. You don't got to listen to Mel. You got to look with your eyes. I said this earlier. I tell people, fuck what I'm saying, fuck what Mel's saying, fuck what everybody else is saying. You got timestamps on the police reports. Every officer has a timestamp and they're stating what was going on at this time, what was going on at the time. I pulled up and this happened, this happened, this happened. You go through the video and you look at the witness testimonies, what everybody said in court. I'm not saying no one told the truth or lying. I don't know about every fact of their testimony. I'm only talking about the timestamps of the video of what you can see with your eyes. If you go off of the police body cam footage, the police statements, and the witness statements, and you look at the timestamps on everything, it all lines up. So you don't got to listen to Ratchet TV. Ratchet TV is only telling you what they said. You don't got to listen to Mel. Mel's only telling you what they said. Go look with your own eyes and read everything you can read up on this case, you're going to see that everything aligns up. So when Mel is saying Hunter was sitting in front of Karmelo, Austin was sitting in front of Eddie, and Ratchet TV is telling you Karmelo is sitting in front of Hunter, Austin is sitting in front of Eddie, and Eddie gets knocked out the way when when Austin stands up. Austin attacks Karmelo, Karmelo attacks Austin, Eddie is stumbling back, Karmelo runs, Hunter chases after him, but Hunter looks back at his brother screaming and runs back to his brother. And then Nathan and the boys run after Karmelo and they're pointing at him. We're telling you that, but you can really get up and look for your fucking self. If you're paying attention to the video, it shows you there's no one sitting in this row. It shows you Hunter, Austin, Nathan, and their friends pull up. Hunter sits down. Austin sits down. And Nathan sits down. Eddie is already sitting there. Eddie calls Karmelo over there. Hey, brother, come over and sit with me. Karmelo comes over there, sits by Eddie. Next thing you know, Austin is talking shit to Karmelo. Obviously, I don't know what they were saying, but it's in court documents that Austin starts talking shit to Karmelo first. Why are you sitting over here? You need to move. Then everybody starts telling Karmelo, you need to move. Karmelo's like, I'm not fucking moving. I'll move your bitch ass out the way. Well, move my bitch ass out the way and watch what happens. Well, I'm going to knock your ass out. I'm going to whoop your ass if you don't move. Well, whoop my ass. You get up and touch me. Watch what I do. Then you see Austin jump up and go move Karmelo like he just said he was going to do. Karmelo falls back. Karmelo lunges forward. Karmelo stabs him, obviously. I didn't see it, but you could tell he did it. And Eddie gets knocked out the way. Hunter turns around. Hunter jumps up to go chase after Karmelo. He was finna go. He didn't know his brother got stabbed. He thought his brother got punched or something. He looked back and finna go fuck up Karmelo. Karmelo runs off, or he jumps up to the top of the stands. Karmelo takes off running. Hunter turns back around, sees his brother screaming. He runs back to his brother. You don't got to listen to me and you don't got to listen to me and Mel. Pay attention with your eyes. Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, let me jump in for a second. So listen, guys, let me explain this to you really quick, right? I was the person that was coming back telling everybody that Eddie said that Austin knocked him out of the way while he was going for Karmelo. You don't hear that on the mainstream news. So for anybody talking junk about saying, oh, I'm hurting Karmelo's case, no, I'm putting out the facts, but I'm also telling you there was enough meat on the bones for the defense to make this case go in a different direction. So if you want to know what I'm saying, you have to come and listen to what I'm saying, because I think I made it very clear. I'll give you the details that tell you that Austin was trying to move him with the lineman's press, a drill. So what is that all about? So you get a chance to try to look that up and see what it means. Jay says that he was picking the boy up. Are you going to let somebody pick you up off your feet? So all of these details I'll be dropping, but people want to just say whatever they want to say. I just want to let you guys know I put out the facts because I'm smart enough to know, and I have enough attorneys around me to know that you can still beat the case, but you have to absorb the facts. You can't hide that this is not a knife. This is a multi-purpose tool. No, embrace it. Come up with your own truthful narrative to beat the case. That's how you have to win. You can't win by trying to hide the truth. It's just never going to work for you because you're going to get to court like Eddie, and the other side is going to make you look like a damn fool. All right? So that's my message.
And the fact that people are still, not we, because me and Mel, we don't have to debate about what the fuck he had in his hands. You clearly see a fucking knife. Oh my God, no, it's a tool that's used for multiple purposes. It's a fucking knife. There's no other way to shape it up. I mean, yeah, okay, if I got a knife and it also has a fingernail clipper on there, and I take the knife part and poke you with it, I used it as a knife. I didn't use it to clip your fucking fingernails. You get what I'm like? We got to stop with it. Like, the truth is the truth. There is no opinion about this. This is just a fact. We're looking at a fucking knife. That's it. Like, we're literally, if I was to go to your house and be like, hey, what is this right here? And I pulled that out, you would be like, a fucking pocket knife. You're only saying it's a multi-purpose tool because I'm like, your feelings are into it. I don't have a feeling about this case. I don't have no personal feeling about this case. Any case that I cover, my feelings are completely thrown out of it. If it was the other way around and Karmelo was dead and Austin, I would have did the same thing. Just like I told you on the Mo3 case. If it was Yellow Beezy laying on that ground and Mo3 had done it, I would have did the same thing for Yellow Beezy. I'm just about justice and the truth and the facts. That's it. So when you're looking at this damn knife, you see it's a fucking knife. He used it as a knife. He didn't use it for multi-purposes. He used it for a fucking knife in that situation. Right or wrong, chat? I mean, that's just a fact, right? Whether you like it or not. I mean, I understand you want justice and you have a feeling about the case, but I'm not talking about your feelings. I'm only talking about a fact. That's a fucking knife. Period, point blank. It's used as a knife. Drop the gems if I'm telling the truth. Drop the caps if I'm lying. When you're looking at that picture, and we can go back and show you the picture. Let me get back and show them this picture real quick, Mel, while I'm talking shit right now. So if you go right here and you go to the what is the state exhibit? No, the state exhibits, and you go back up here and you look at this. If I was to go to your house and show you this damn picture, I mean, not picture, if I was just to pull this out and be like, hey, bro, what is this right here? What would you tell me this is? What would you tell me that is?
Oh, that's a knife.
It's a fucking knife. Like, I mean,
yeah,
what is that? I mean, you're not gonna look at that and say, "Oh, yeah, that's a multi-purpose tool, a ratchet." No, that's a fucking pocket knife. I mean, you used it as a pocket knife. It was a damn. Why are we still debating about that? Let's move on. You get what I'm saying? Like, we people are sitting here debating about things that literally don't matter. He's in jail for first-degree murder because he used that as a weapon. That's a fact.
You know, can I jump in for a minute?
Of course, sir.
They never told us why he had it on him, right? That's the biggest damning point, I believe, from the case, from the defense, not to tell the jury why he had it on him. They did mention he enjoyed camping. So in New York, here, I think with Diddy's trial, you remember Mark Agnifilo, they would have definitely told you, hey, listen, Karmelo has to walk through this bad neighborhood at night. He's in Brooklyn in the Bronx, and at night he fears for his life, so he has it in his bag just so he can get home. We had no type of explanation, so that leaves it to the imagination.
Thank you for that point, Mel. You see what I'm saying? People are sitting here debating. No, the defense is sitting. No, that's not a knife. It's a multi-purpose tool. No, motherfucker, it's a knife. Now tell him why he had it on him. That's a good point, Mel. You know, he has to walk at home at night. He's by himself. He's a frail guy. He's kind of timid. He has epilepsy. He has seizures. If he was to get into a fight, he would need to protect himself. And in this moment, he was afraid for his life. You need to tell the story of what's going on. Paint a picture for the jury. You can't just get up there and say, oh, well, those are white kids attacking a black kid, and he had a multi-purpose tool, and he just so happened to use it and poked him. Like, come on, bro. This is not fucking defense. Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, he could have said, listen, I saw in the news last week a black guy was hung down the street and I was scared. Or he could have said, the night before he went fishing, he went camping, he left it in his bag, he forgot about it. We don't have, the jury can relate to that, right? That's why Diddy won his case, and because they understand, because like with Diddy case, I don't want to get on that case, but that scientist that was 52 years old, he couldn't understand why, if I pass some weed to you, how that's drug distribution. So he said, I can't follow the judge's orders, right? So that could have happened in this case had the defense used some good arguments. And I rest my case.
No, that's facts. I mean, you could have painted any picture of why this took place, but instead they used every tactic that didn't even matter. And now people are sitting here debating about things that don't matter. It doesn't matter what the fuck we're looking at here. It was used as a knife, but now why did he have that knife on him? We don't know. We don't have any context. All we know is he just looks like a black kid with a weapon. You see what I'm saying? So when a jury just hears black kid, aggressive, weapon, he just lashed out. Now, okay, murder. But you're not painting a picture for a jury. You should have told him, he was in fear of his life. He has to walk home. He saw something on the news that had him shook. He was frightened, or maybe he went camping last weekend and he forgot it was in his backpack and he just so happened to reach in there. But you see
nothing at all. That's crazy,
You just made him look like a black kid with a knife that attacked a white kid, and now he's in jail for murder. The defense was horrible. That's why he's in jail, because he had no defense. And there is we don't even understand what was going through Karmelo's head. And the first thing that Karmelo should have did was jump on that stand and tell your story. I was in fear of my life. I thought I was going to get jumped. You never said that. The word jumped never came out of anyone's mouth. You could have said he saw two big guys and guys to the left and right of him, and he didn't know what the fuck was going on, and he just panicked. But there is no story. We have no context of why Karmelo did what he did. We don't understand Karmelo's thought process. All we got out of this was he had a knife on him. He attacked a kid who told him to move.
He could have found it. Who knows, right? On the way to the track meet. You need to hear something though, right?
We have no context about anything that was going through. We don't even know who Karmelo is as a person. And then when you come up with the defense, and then you're looking at this, the fuck are we looking at? Fuck is this? What kind of defense is this? What are we looking at? Like, I mean, family photos. This has no meaning to it. Like, this is your defense. You have exhibits that don't even make fucking sense. You're focused on Eddie, who didn't. Okay, Eddie lied. They know each other. Okay, what's next? Eddie called him over there. Okay, what's next? Still, we still don't understand why this took place and what was going through Karmelo's mind or thought process. So Karmelo got a bad end of the deal. I still think he's a good kid. I think Karmelo was a great kid, and he just made a mental error. But we don't know what was going through Karmelo's head. That's my point that I was just trying to make.
Right. Can I tell a story?
Go ahead.
All right. So this is something that bothered me about this case, right? They had the coach star. And so when they asked the coach to identify Karmelo, he says, do you see Karmelo Anthony in the courtroom? This really bothered me to my core. He says, yeah, he's sitting over there. And he's clean cut today, you know, because Karmelo had a fresh haircut. But he says when he did this that day, look at his picture, you know, look at him then. So then they put up Karmelo's picture and they showed he had like short locks or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they tried to demonize him based on his hair. Like, okay, when guys wear this type of hairstyle, you mean to tell me that makes him a criminal? And that came from a black man. That really bothered me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we're just looking at an unfortunate situation that just never should have happened. That's all we're looking at here is just an unfortunate situation that just should have never happened. An unfortunate situation that just should have never happened. And it happened in a spot where it shouldn't happen, in Collin County, Frisco area. You know Frisco, you already know what's going on, man. Frisco, Texas is not the spot where you're going to commit no damn crimes at. Period, point fucking blank. I think I got a bit of Ricky Rissy's body cam as well. Give me a second while I pull up Rissy's body cam.
All right.
Here you go, right here. Oops. Hold on, my bad.
Suspect. Okay. No, I'm not. Well, I know how it goes. I'm not alleged. Okay.
I'm not alleged. I did it. Certain things you just shouldn't say to an officer, and it's shit like that. So, I don't know, Mel. Where are you at with this case now, Mel?
It's a tough case. I was troubled because I saw how it was leaning. I'm from New York, you know. I originally came out of Virginia, but anyway, they had this whole, well, I'm not used to Texas, so I kind of, you know, had an idea how things go differently there. It's much more stern. They made us run to get in line. I arrived at 3:00 in the morning, and the female officer said, today everybody has to line up at 6:00 at the end of the road, and you guys got to run to that stop sign. I'm like, whoa, isn't that liability if somebody fall and hurt themselves? But anyway, I'm like, man, this is different. So then as we were running, police officers were laughing. So that was a deal. I'm like, man, I'm not used to Texas. But anyway, I love Texas, though. My best friend actually lives in Texas. But I just found that to be odd. But talking about the case, I feel like ultimately his defense failed him because they never really drew up the point of how Austin was approaching him to pick him up. And if somebody picked you up off the ground on metal bleachers, you may not see tomorrow. Now, does that does that in some way condone bringing what they define as a weapon to this type of event? No. But I'm just saying, as far as the 35 years that he received, I think it was definitely more manslaughter at worst. But that's just my opinion. And his defense just let it lay down. So that's it.
Well, and my thing was, I always said that I wanted it to be manslaughter. If you go back to my original statements, and my chat will tell you, I kept saying he's going to go down for manslaughter. But I also said, if we're going off the law, not my feelings, because my feelings were manslaughter. And so I did have a feeling in this case, but I don't give my opinions in cases most of the time because of shit like what people do on the internet. Oh, you're picking a side or you're doing this. So I just stick to facts. I said, if you're going off the law, manslaughter means you did not mean to do something. And when you made the statements that you made and certain things that you said and how it took place, probably going to throw manslaughter out the window and he's going to go down for murder simply because of how it happened. And when you look at the footage, you clearly see he was never jumped. I mean, I'm sick of hearing people say it. It's not a feeling I have. It's a fact. I just broke it down to you exactly what happened. Mel just broke it down to you exactly what happened. There was nobody jumping him. It happened. The fight was 1 second. A push, stab, over. It was nothing else besides that. You see Eddie get knocked out the way. You see Hunter jump up. No one else was even surrounding him. There was no surrounding. I just showed y'all the 4 people who were there. There's 2 people on this side, and it might be backwards on y'all's screen. But if you look, well, it's to this way. My screen is backwards. But right here is Karmelo. Underneath him is Hunter. Right here is Eddie. Underneath him is Austin. That's it. And when you see the skirmish, it was Austin jumping up to Karmelo. Karmelo pushing back. Eddie gets knocked back. Hunter jumps up. That's it. The same 4 people you see at the end of the video that you seen at the beginning. So guys, I just ask y'all to use the right side of your brain and not the feeling in your heart. You got to understand this case. It was not a racial case. It turned into racism by the adults. The case was simply 2 kids getting into it and the brother coming up to, it looked like the brother was going to end up getting into it with Karmelo, but by that time he looked at his brother screaming on the ground and it was over. Only other person you see run after him was the dude pointing like, hey bro, stop him, stop him, stop him. And you hear the 911 call. I did chase him to stop him. I was chasing him. He didn't say I was chasing him to whoop his ass. You see the 2 people running behind him doing this. Him, stop, him.
Right.
Him. They're not doing this. They're not running up to him trying to fight him. There's no jumping. There's literally people pointing to Karmelo. Hey, can y'all stop him? He did it. He just stabbed my friend. He did it. It's him. That's all they're doing. And then you clearly see the coach pull up. The coach put his arm around him. He's talking to him. He's consoling him. And then he talks to him, tells him, you just ruined your life if that kid is dead. Karmelo breaks down when the other coaches get there. The police come, and that's the end of the case, y'all. That's it. There's nothing else to it. I mean, the case is not as hard as people are making it out to be because they're putting their feelings into it. That's a fact. What I just told you is not my feeling or my opinion. It's a fucking fact. And when me and Mel break it down to you, it's a fact. Mel?
So I just want to break this down. When you cover a case, they have the video like Cassie for Diddy case. I know I keep bringing that case up. It's a big case. You factor in also the witness testimony. You look at all the facts. So like in this particular case, there was a narrative out there that 4 boys walked up. Now, I want you to compare that to what we've shown you tonight. 4 boys walk up. They go up into the tent. Karmelo's sitting there. He's surrounded by these 4 guys. In 20 seconds, they start to beat him. Boom, boom, boom. We learned tonight Karmelo's not even under the tent. So all of that goes right out the window. And I think anybody that's been here throughout tonight, they're going to walk away and understand that we were telling you the truth based on courtroom testimony that Karmelo arrived 2 minutes after. It's in court. At 9:54, Austin Hunter arrived under the tent. 2 minutes later, they say Karmelo beeline under the tent. Many said it's because Eddie called him to be there, right? And I think when you really tie in what the coach was telling Austin, and they had been kicked off the team. Now he writes him a note. You guys saw what he broke down. Ratchet broke it down nicely to you. But I think what happened is these guys, young guys, right? Even old men, everybody's trolling and talking shit, right? And what happened is he probably just went up there, would have been a normal day. Sometimes when you're in a relationship with someone, you might say something that's funny and the person laugh, right? But if they're in a bad mood, now your same joke that you told a week ago, they say, get out of my, they want you out of here, right? That's how this thing went down, I believe. I think because the coach was on Austin's ass and on Hunter's ass and they got kicked off, and now the word is around that you got all this size and you're not fitting the bill and you're not going to the district. Now here comes Karmelo. I don't think he walked up to do this. You see by all the evidence coming from the coach, right? The coach says, we walk you through it. He put his arm around him. Karmelo cried like a baby. That's not a guy that intended to do it. But here, let me get back to the main point. I believe Karmelo was just shooting the breeze with the guys, but because of the climate for them, it became real. And maybe he did it 10 days earlier when he was with them at the track meet. They could have been popping off. We'll never know. But this time around, they decided they were going to bust his ass, right? And that's what happened. But Tion said he told, and I don't want to use the guy's name, I'm sorry. He told Austin, don't do it, because he saw Karmelo. He took the backpack. Once they started getting serious with him, Karmelo takes the backpack, he puts it in his lap, right? And I want to share this with you guys before I get out of here, because this is going to help you put this in perspective. And shout out to you, Ratchet, for helping me, share this on your channel, your platform, right? But I want you guys to keep this in mind. According to the testimony of these kids, Karmelo didn't even grab the backpack until they started talking junk. I think it started light, but it got serious, and he was outnumbered. So there's an element there that there's more guys in this tent than me. Okay? So we can't take away from that. We're simply saying that if you look at the facts, it doesn't say that he was hit by multiple people. We're not saying it wasn't an element floating around that he, in his mind, he could have felt like the whole 20 was coming after him. We don't know that, but he wanted to protect himself. He had epilepsy. He had seizures. The boy was 5'7", 130 pounds, soaking wet. You have Austin, 225 pounds. His mother said it in the video. He was 6'1". Yeah, I keep all these facts in my head. I'm good at what I do. His brother was slightly smaller than him. So now you got to worry about the both of them because they come as a package. In the video, Hunter says, yeah, we do everything together. Well, that might mean kick somebody's ass, right? But anyway, I just want to put that there. So he put the backpack in his lap. Already the guys told, Tion told Austin, don't do it. Don't mess with him. I feel like something's going on. The defense attorney says, why did you ask him that or whatever? He says, I felt like I could feel it in the air. That's kind of like what he portrayed, okay? So Tion tells him, don't do it. He's sitting there, Karmelo. Now, in the prosecution, I told you guys that they tried to paint the picture that Karmelo was sitting there with the knife open the entire time, right? This is what they're saying. So now, imagine in the video, we've shown you where Austin is coming from, right? Now, Hudson says he hit him with a lineman's drill. That's where you get up under a guy and you want to bring him under your control. The guy Jay who testified, he's a black guy, really sharp, going to college. He says that he looked and Austin was picking up Karmelo. He grabbed him by his hoodie and was pulling him up. And so the defense attorney says, was it more like a pull or was it more like a lift? The guy says it's like he was trying to lift him up. Okay. We see this in the video. Everything is lining up according to what these guys are saying. I mean, many of them are trying to say that it was a light touch that Austin did. But I sit in court, I listen to everything. I started to realize that, Karmelo was in some serious trouble here. He may not have made it home had, anyway, I don't want to go there. I'm gonna keep this light. So here's the bottom line. Imagine Karmelo is sitting there. He has this, whatever you want to call it, in his backpack. He has to read Austin's motion and that he's actually running to him, because in court we learned that this happened at 10 o'clock and 48 seconds that Austin starts to attack him. At 10 o'clock and 53 seconds, only 5 seconds, it says the suspect is running. Well, Ratchet showed that to you guys tonight. We're at the top of our game. We're trying to set you free with the truth, and you still can make a progress with the case. But here's the bottom line. Karmelo is sitting there with his hand in the bag with the knife or multi-tool, whatever you want to call it. Austin comes to him. How does he pull his hand? I'm not saying he didn't do it, but I'm saying, imagine you got to pull your hand out the bag and you got to be able to position it for what they show us in the picture. But then he's coming so fast, right? So that's why I get irritated when I see the mainstream media. I'm trying to battle the mainstream media, but I got to go out here and argue with Negroes about him being jumped. I'm out here trying to deal with CNN and Fox. Fox is saying it was a 5-inch blade. In court, we learned it was a 3.5. Nancy Grace is saying that there's 3 Hispanics on the jury. I'm trying to tell people it's only 1. So I'm dealing with all that, and I'm arguing with people who hate black people. Then I get the blacks mad because, we thought he jumped them. So it becomes so chaotic what we do. Nobody really understands it. But anyway, here's my final point. Karmelo's sitting there. His hand is in his backpack. This is the backpack for now. He has to pull it out, hold it for. He probably only got it out enough because Austin was coming at him so fast. And that's the part that the mainstream media, they want you to believe. And this is what irritated me about this case. Early on, they say, he stood up and he stabbed the boy. That's not what we learned in court. So that's why we come to you guys with the facts. And that's why I get irritated when I see individuals just capping and coming out with a bullshit story. Then you try to tell the truth. Now they want to come and tell you you're crazy. It's just, we're taking a storm from every side. I'd say when you have somebody like Ratchet that's going to bring you the truth, I'd say support him to the fullest, because it's not easy for him to fly to New York. That's where we met, to cover Diddy's case. We're in court every day. People mad at you from the line. They'll never talk to you again. We got to wait in line. You got to pay somebody $200 a night to hold your place in line. And we're covering these cases. I'm flying to Dallas. I see my homeboy Ratchet. The next case might be in who knows, California, right? I'm going. So that's why I say support this type of work, because through us, you're able to learn the actual facts. You see this here? I'm not in court just to stare at people. I'm in the court writing down notes. I could go back and talk about Diddy trial, Trump's trial, just like I talk about this one. So don't let people talk for me. I talk for myself, because they're going to say, this guy, he's against Karmelo. Yep. I've probably been the strongest voice to help you guys to understand the case is a little fluky, or maybe even a lot. And I get upset when I hear people like that just saying, this guy, no, I'm at the top of my game with this case, and I thank you.
And let me, no, you stay on up here, man. We ain't going nowhere. So my point is, people like to say you're against Karmelo because you speak the facts in the case. It's not. It has nothing to do with being against Karmelo, for Karmelo. Look, being against Karmelo would be lying, like they're doing, creating a false narrative, so to give these people false hope, and they're creating a race war for no fucking reason. When if you stick to the facts of the case, you'll understand the facts of the case. The case is simple. It was just a mistake. that did not need to happen. And Mel did a very good job of talking about Austin's mind frame, not Carmelo's. Austin was the aggressor. So when a dude comes up tonight, so I'm here to tell y'all, I'm because y'all believe that Karmelo was the. I never, whoa, I never once said that. Everybody knows Austin started this shit. Austin, big badass Austin, ran up to Karmelo feeling like he was. But now that Mel kind of gave what was his mind frame, he just got kicked off the team. He's not going to district. You see the text messages I just exposed. Now that he knows you've been fucking up, you just here for yourself. You're not coming. You or your brother. Y'all both gone. So now fuck that. You've been fucking up this whole time. Now I'm on y'all ass. Now I'm gonna hold you accountable. So now Austin's pissed the fuck off. He just found out about this right before this track meet. So now Austin's already, his mind frame is already, fuck this. I'm pissed off. So next thing you know, Karmelo, get your bitch ass from over here before I whoop. But he's not picking on him because he's a black kid. His mind frame is already fucked up. And I'm not making an excuse for anyone. I'm just saying, now you get into the mind frame of what the fuck was really going on here. It had nothing to do with Karmelo. It had everything to do with probably he's just pissed off at his coach and he's taking it out on Karmelo. He don't think that he's gonna die. He don't think that he's gonna get stabbed. But he ready to whoop somebody's ass. He ain't gonna go whoop the coach's ass. So he's gonna whoop Karmelo ass. Karmelo in his mind is like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, Karmelo probably was scared. This big ass white dude coming up to him. It don't matter the colors. The big motherfucker coming at you, big football linebacker motherfucker finna attack you. He just did some shit. I mean, it just happened. It could happen to anybody. It could be like, shit, I could just be sitting at the store and a motherfucker could just lunge at me and I think he's gonna rob me and boom, boom, boom. And I just, you know what I'm saying? And I fucked up. It can happen to anybody. You don't know someone's mind frame when they leave in the house. So Austin could have just been completely pissed off. And you're looking at the text messages now, and there's some context to what Austin was thinking. We have no context to what Karmelo was thinking, but now you see Austin was already pissed off anyway. Had nothing to do with Karmelo probably. He just, it's like, it's kind of like, you know, you and your girlfriend could be, or your boyfriend, ladies, or whatever, you could be getting into it and you could be on the phone with your girl and she like, nigga, you know what? Don't bring your bitch ass to the house. Go back and live with your mama. Start from square one. I don't give a fuck. Get your shit and get the fuck out my house. Now you mad. Oh, fuck this. And you walk outside and the motherfucker bump you. Man, get your bitch ass on fire. Whoop your mother. And then next thing you know, you end up, you know what I'm saying? Something ended up happening to you, but your mind frame wasn't on that person. It was on that girl that just cussed your ass out and kicked you out. Now you already thinking, damn, I got to go back and live with my mama. Got to go sleep on the fucking couch. Got to go find a job. Can't see my kid. Damn, I done fucked up. And you already on 10. So the first thing that happened, you ready to lunge at somebody. And then boom, life changes just in the blink of a fucking eye. So it gives you a little context to, it's not racial, y'all. So I just ask everybody to please, bro, like, this is me trying to sympathize with y'all. Let's stop the black and white war, bro. We don't need this as people. We don't, bro. I love everybody, black, white, Mexican, Indian, Chinese. I don't care who you are. I love you, gay, straight. I don't care who you are. We don't need no wars within each other over just, it's just some kids, bro. It's just kids that just got into it. Probably had nothing to do with shit, but Austin mental, he's already a bully. He already on 10. He already mad. He already know now my football shit finna fuck up. My track shit finna fuck up. I'm fucking up my life. And Austin just pissed the fuck off. So he ready to take it out on anybody. So he decided, look, Karmelo, you over here, get your bitch ass on. Move. Got nothing to do with him just picking on him because he's a black kid. Got nothing to do with that. It's just he just picking on whoever. I think if anybody would have walked over there from the ops team, he would have did the same shit and probably, I mean, it wouldn't have went the same way probably, but that's just my thought process. So you want my opinion? That's my opinion. I just think that it was just two kids who just simply made a fucking mental error, both of them. You know, Karmelo, he could have walked off. Austin could have just shut the fuck up. And let's stop getting out of, oh, well, he can't make, yeah, you can't make nobody move. You can't. But we as adults know now, like, bro, everything we don't got to fight about everything. I mean, people say stupid shit all the time. You can go outside and somebody say some slick shit to you. You're not going to react. Sometimes man, whatever, bro. Whatever. But I just say all that to say, let's just stop and focus on the facts. And the facts are going to present the case. So take your feelings out of this case and understand the facts of this case. The facts of the case is it was just two kids who got into it. It went way too far on Austin's end. Karmelo, in the end, was defending himself. Just in the wrong manner. Can we all agree on that? It was self-defense, just in the wrong context. You can defend yourself, but it was just kind of, you went too far with the defense. You know what I'm saying? You fucked up. Austin, you should have just shut the fuck up. Karmelo, you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can defend yourself. You just didn't have to do that. And that's where we are with this case. It's not black versus white. So let's stop talking black people. We got to stop that shit. Let's stop being racist. And white people, got to stop that shit. Stop being racist. Let's just cut the racial shit out and stick to the facts. When me and Mel present facts to y'all, where did race come up at? Where did any court testimony say, well, he did say you was an N-word. Did he call him an N-word? No. Did he call him a bitch ass? But that's just like me and whoever get into it. I shut your bitch ass up. That don't mean I'm racist. It don't mean I'm sexist. It don't mean, it's just words, and no one was being racist in this situation. So this was not a race crime. This is not a hate crime. This had nothing to do with black and white. It just had something to do with, like Mel said, and we don't know this to be a fact, but it's a very good way to think. Like, nigga, he just got kicked off the track team. Your life is getting fucked up. Your daddy ain't at home. You didn't have to put hands on your pops. You got trouble at home. And sometimes you might take that trouble from your house and bring it to outside. We've all done it. We've all been pissed off at something that happened on a phone, in a relationship, your mama, and you done took it out on somebody else at work, at school, or whatever. That's what we're looking at. So let's stop being racist towards each other with this case, bro. That's not going to help Karmelo out. It's not, because race never came up one time in this case. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, let me tell you guys something, right? The force became a big issue in this case because they said Austin was basically doing a football move or whatever, and Karmelo responded with deadly force, right? But that's not where it started. And shout out and rest in peace to Austin. You know, it's a tough situation, but I'm going to break this down in a different way that nobody's talking about. Now that we got all the rigmarole out of the way, right? Karmelo came to the tent, and this is my honest opinion. I usually don't talk about it, but I will tonight. According to Eddie, he says, you know, you guys suck ass, right? Basically talking about football. Just light talk, you know what I'm saying? Everybody always do that, right? Austin responded with more force, right? See, Karmelo used words, right? Was it fair for Austin to use his force? And what we understand is like he's about to pick the guy up. When somebody pick you up, they can drop you on your head, right? We know how this thing go. So sometimes we look at a case and we say, oh, we just see the results. We don't go back and look at it. Now, the fact that Karmelo ran out there, the prosecution, they slandered it like he was trying to run out of the establishment. But ultimately, he had opportunities to run. When the coach grabbed him, he walked away. You see how fast Karmelo was running, right? He could have ran out of there. The boy cried. He got on his knees. He showed remorse, and he still had the book thrown at him. They would not even give him a good shot at the manslaughter. Where it goes to show that in this system, what I observed from this case, and I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway because I'm not afraid to say how I feel. The system was so perplexing against the shade of his skin did I felt had a lot to do with it, because they demonized him. They wouldn't even his own attorneys wouldn't even draw the real facts of the matter to show how he was so remorseful. In fact, he told when the coach Holder said to him, Vincent, I think his last name is Hooper. No, it's Hooper. He says, you know, you messed up your entire life. Karmelo says, no, he's not going to die. He had no clue. You know what I mean? He's not like these guys that go into the school and shoot up 3 or 4 kids or something. And he probably wasn't even expecting it to go to that level, because he's just talking football and saying, listen, you guys suck. I mean, how many times have we done that in the locker room, right? So we get a lot of people looking at the case. They don't even look at the points. That's why we do this, right? We bring out these points. We show you. I went all the way down to Dallas because I knew this case was going to have a major racial undertone. So I came in, I did my work, because I figured that it may be a good chance that we wouldn't get the transcripts. So all I'm saying is this. Here's my final point. Had Karmelo grabbed his cell phone, I think he would have been in a better position. I think you need to start recording, because that would have helped in this case tremendously, because the legal system is not fair. And I know a lot of people won't like that, but that's just my opinion. So you need to really have your act together, because once the legal system get their hand on you in this country, they're not going to let you go too fast. All right. Thank you.
Salute, Mill. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm just trying to keep it being. I want everybody to try to be a good human being, bro. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna be who you're gonna be. You're gonna believe whatever you want to believe. But again, let's try to be good humans, bro. I mean, shit, we only got one life to live, and at the end of the day, we all trying to make it to them pearly gates, and Jesus Christ is the only way. And hate ain't gonna get us nowhere in this lifetime. So again, I can say this. I can say justice for Karmelo and rest in peace to Austin Metcalf. I can't disrespect a dead person. That's not what I'm not about that. So respect the dead. RIP to you, young fella. Didn't have to be like that. Free the young fella, Karmelo. It didn't have to be like that. Hopefully you come home sooner than later. I ain't got nothing bad to say about neither kid. I just think they both fucked up. They were just teenagers, not kids, teenagers. We adults, but teenagers. I mean, we're young adults, teenagers. They just fucked up, bro. But let's not be adults and start violating a kid because he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, Austin didn't deserve to die. Karmelo don't deserve to be doing 35 years. Can we all agree on that? That's the facts. It's a fuck up that cost two people their lives. One for 35 years. It's going to change his life forever. Hopefully he don't have to do all 35, but it changes his life even if he does 2 years. That mental shit is going to stick with you for the rest of your life. Karmelo's life will never be the same again. He took someone's life. When you take someone's life, from what I've heard, I ain't never took no one's life and never want to, but I heard that you take a piece of yourself with them. So Karmelo will never be the same. No matter how this shit shapes up for him, Karmelo will never be the same again. And Austin, he will never be here again. So at the end of the day, rest in peace to the young fella and free the young fella. Hopefully Karmelo gets his life together and never makes a mistake like that ever again. And hopefully he comes home sooner than later, man. I don't got nothing bad to say about either party. I just cover cases, bro. And that's it. That's all. Mel, any final thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, I just want to say, even I want to add this to it. I think his name is Dominique, who was representing Karmelo. Even he said he wasn't jumped. So you get it from every particular angle. But anyway, I'm going to get off that. I'm going to move on. I want to talk about, this is my final message to everybody who enjoyed having me on this great channel tonight. Support the brother. Give him cash apps. Big him up. It takes a lot to travel, right? Get him a coffee. Or, be kind to the brother, right? But let me give you this final message, right? In this particular case, as I was traveling down, I started off, right? And I told you guys, I heard it was an all-white jury. And then I showed you guys it was Middle Eastern women, Asian women, one Hispanic woman, and the rest was 5 white women and 5 white men. Okay? So then we get this whole discussion, and all the big stations, they started to tell you what? They says, oh, there was 3 women left, and they were all struck. They were black while being teachers, or teachers while being black, right? So let me give you guys a real serious message. Forget about all the arguing that happened, you saw, or whatever. For Diddy's case and for Karmelo's case, a lot of black people came through. Diddy's a black defendant, so was Karmelo. Because we're so busy trying to make money, trying to live life, you get the questionnaire to be on the jury, and you're like already like, oh, I don't want to be on the jury. Oh my God, how can I get out of it, right? Oh, they only give you $20 a day? Oh, that sucks, right? So, oh, I'm going to sabotage this. And so they call you in. They call in 587 people. Probably many are blacks there. And they start asking questions. First of all, you fill out the questionnaire and you answer some questions you don't understand. You just put some bullshit in there, and they kick you out automatically. You don't even get a chance to get to the second round where they're asking you questions. So then what do you hear? Black people, this is what they're saying on the mainstream media. Black people, they wasn't on the jury because they said, I couldn't lock a brother up. This is what you hear on Fox, right? So that means as black people, and this ain't just about black people, I'm sorry. We really need to step up the game when it comes to understanding how to fill out questionnaires, how to become city councilmen, how to really change the system by becoming a part of it. Don't run away from it, embrace it. And that's how we're going to have change. So when you get a questionnaire to be on the jury, don't think about yourself. Go participate, because you know what happens? When Karmelo gets 35 years, everybody say, oh, they didn't put any blacks on the jury. When we have nobody to blame but ourselves. We have to do better if we really want some change. And I thank you guys for having me on tonight.
Mel, I want you to hang out backstage because I want to chop it up with you when I end this. Hang out
Yes,
backstage.
sir.
Give me like a couple minutes to close out the show. I'm going to talk to my crowd, but I want you to hang out backstage because I got to talk to you before I leave tonight. So,
Yes, sir.
Tell them where to find you, Mel. Let me give you the stage real quick.
It's Watching the World 777. Thank you guys for having me on tonight. As you see, I'm not afraid to talk about it or deal with these cases. This week, last week, it's Karmelo. Next week, it'll be a different case. I'm going to be covering Chris Brown all the way in London. So I'll be traveling there to bring you guys the news about Chris Brown fighting in a bar. Whatever the case is going to be, I'm going to cover it. So this is what I do. But here's the most important fact. When I pull up and Ratchet have me come in and go through my notes, I'm giving you what I actually heard. And usually it compares to what's in the transcripts. The minute I start bullshitting and telling you, oh yeah, Diddy had 3 heads and all this weird stuff, you're not going to tune in to me anymore. And the gig is up. So that's why we hold integrity and we try to bring a sense of urgency to the message so you can understand not only what went wrong in the case, but how we could elevate. Because if you don't reach out to your kid, right? This case taught me, and I don't want to start preaching, right? It's today. What is today? I don't even know. But I'm going to preach a little bit. Oh, it's Father's Day, right? Father's Day. We're going to keep it at Father's Day, right? Check this out. I guarantee your kid at school is being bullied in some sort of way. And some of them are so quiet, they're not even telling you that they're being called all sorts of names while you're at work trying to make a living. If the parents are calling people watermelon felon and stuff like that, who knows what your kids are hearing? So that means you have to talk to your kids, because in the blink of an eye, they're going to be 18 and out the house, and you may not ever be able to reach them again. I think as the black men, I don't want to just, I'm going to talk about just black men tonight. I'm sorry, Ratchet.
Do you think?
But we really have to, when it comes to black men, a lot of us are growing up in homes without a father. We need to understand why this is happening, right? Is it by design or is it a relationship thing? If you look at it close enough, you might find the cracks, all right? But the kids are suffering over nonsense. A lot of this is coming from people's religious beliefs or whatever ideologies that they have. Like, for instance, I won't talk about the jury. Let me back off. So here's the bottom line. You only have a certain amount of time with life, right? And any of us that have kids, that means you have probably a lot less time ahead of you than you have behind you. So people talk about religiously living forever. A lot of times that probably living forever, the realest it's going to get is through your kids, right? So you have to invest the time in them, no matter how much money you accumulate. When it's all said and done, they shall remain if we teach them properly. And I think that's the right message, because there's going to be another guy that's going to walk up. It might be your son, and he's going to catch somebody on a bad day when they just got kicked off a team, and they may come for them. What is your son going to do? What is your daughter going to do? Are they going to do what happened in this case, or are you going to be proactive? Because all I see in our community is reaction. We react to everything, but you never see anybody preparing for the storm. I say get in front of the storm, accept the knife, accept everything it has, get good attorneys, and take it on. But you need to do so with truth. Stop lying to yourself with false reasoning. Or I can beat this just by hiding my hand. You go to court, they got your whole life on the screen. You can't get around. Anyway, I won't get into it too deeply. Thank you guys for having me on tonight.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute. Salute to Mel. I appreciate you for pulling up. Make sure y'all subscribe to Mel, Watching the World 777. That's my brother right there. That's my big bro Mel. I rock with him since the Diddy case. Rock with him through the Karmelo case, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be other states covering other cases. Salute to my brother. That's my brother Mel, man. And Ratchet Gang, y'all support Mel. And Mel, you always welcome over here. And anytime you want me over there, you know I'm pulling up, man. So salute to you, my brother. And hang out backstage. I'm gonna chop it up with you in just a second. I'm gonna wrap this up with my crowd. But salute to you, Mel. And you know, this ain't gonna be the last time. But I appreciate you for pulling up. I thank you so much, man. You helped me out a lot tonight.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. No, sorry about the shit we went through earlier, but yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna chop it up about that in a minute.
I'm here for it. Yes, sir.
I'll pull you back up in just a minute. All right. Salute to my brother Mel, man. How'd y'all feel about tonight's live? Hopefully everybody received the message that we were trying to spill. Yeah, we got interrupted. Certain people can't come back over here, brother. It just is what it is. Y'all know I don't get down like that. I don't even let people up here. Tonight was about me and Mel. I invited Mel over here. 88 kind of wanted to come over here, but it wasn't even about no debate. I don't debate on my channel. Me and Mel was not going to debate about anything. We were only going to talk to y'all about the facts of the case. That was it. It had nothing else to do with the live. The live was just about the facts of this case. It wasn't about my personal feelings. It wasn't about Mel's personal feelings. Tonight was not about any of that shit. I don't do that over here, y'all. I try to keep my lives professional. We try to keep it up and moving, and we try to, you know what I'm saying, run a professional channel over here. Y'all know I've been moving in a different direction. I apologize for getting out of pocket tonight, but that type of shit pisses me off because I don't interrupt nobody. I don't pull up over on Mail and in other places and be like, hey man, let me up now and hurry up, man. I'm just trying to get my I don't need to unless Mail invites me to his channel or someone invites me up there, or if they say, Ratchet, do you want to pull up, then I'll pull up, you know what I'm saying, to certain spots. But I don't never interrupt no one's content. That's unprofessional. She was out of line. She can't come back over here. That's period. That's point blank. I ain't even got nothing bad to say. I'm not finna roast and do all that dragging. I ain't doing none of that. But I'm gonna keep it moving and I'm gonna keep it cordial as far as, you know, I'm moving in different directions and I'm going higher places. So with that being said, Ratchet Gang, that will never happen again. I apologize for me having to get out of pocket, cussing people out. I really don't want to do that shit no more, bro. I've really been trying to move in a different direction, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, Lord is my savior. Jesus Christ is who I praise. And I'm trying to get right with the Lord. And I'm trying to make it to them pearly gates one day. You know what I'm saying? So all I can do is stand on the man as my 10 and say, you know, I apologize to y'all that I had to, you know what I'm saying, get out of pocket once again, bro. It's not my intention. I don't want to be like that. So forgive me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't hate nobody. As far as this case or any other thing, bro, we got to stop that. I just please beg y'all to just have it in y'all heart to forgive. You know what I'm saying? If God can forgive, who the fuck are you? If God is telling you forgive, I forgive Austin. I forgive Karmelo for his mistake. I forgive everybody who fucked me over. You should forgive too. If God is telling you to forgive and you don't, what does that say about you? That's all I got to say. I ain't here to preach to y'all. I'm just, hey, look, each one teach one. That's it. That's all. And that's all it's ever going to be. So if I've ever wronged anybody, I truly apologize. If my message don't resonate to some people, I apologize. If you feel some type of way about anything I said, I apologize. So Ratchet Gang, I love y'all. Truly. I really respect and appreciate everybody who donates to the channel, pulls up, likes the video, even tunes in to me, man. I still got 1,000 people over here 3 hours later rocking with me. I love y'all and I appreciate everything y'all do for me. And I'm gonna continue doing stuff for y'all. This will be the last live in this room, y'all. As y'all see, the walls are empty. I just got that up there right now. Y'all don't see my chessboard up there no more. It's empty in this motherfucker now. This is the last live y'all will ever see in this room. So everybody say farewell to this room. Say farewell to the environment. We moving on to bigger and better places. This is it. This is the last live y'all will ever see in this room ever again. This ends tonight. So salute to the room, man. Hey, Ratchet Gang, we moving on up. But salute to everybody out there. I love y'all. And that what happened tonight will never happen on my channel again. I will tell y'all straight up. What happened tonight will never happen again. And I'll make sure that y'all support my brother Mel, though. I'll be over at Mel's. That'll probably be one of the only, well, that'll probably be the only place y'all see me, because I don't rock with content creators. Y'all know me. I don't like content creators. I don't do panels. I don't do interviews. I don't do none of that shit. I stick to myself. I stick to Ratchet Gang. But my brother Mel, he a solid dude, bro. I respect him and I appreciate him for all he's done. So, Ratchet Gang, I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. Justice for Karmelo. Rest in peace to Austin. Can't be. Hey, get a heart, man. Get a heart, brother. God told you to forgive, man. Hey, rest in peace to the young kid, man. He ain't did shit to you. You know what I'm saying? But free Karmelo. And hopefully, do I promise? I promise. Whatever you told me, yeah, I promise. I mean, if it was what I just said, yeah, I promise. But Karmelo, hopefully you come home sooner than later, brother. I know you made a mistake. And at the end of the day, I just hope you don't have to pay 35 years of your life for it, man. We've all made mistakes. Each and every one of us then fucked up in this room. Maybe not like that, but we've all fucked up and we've all fell short of God before. All we could do is stand back up and try to be a better person and a better human being. But hate ain't gonna get us there. Having hate in your heart ain't gonna get you to be a human being. Having hate in your heart ain't gonna get you up there. It might get you somewhere else. But hey, I digress. It ain't for me to judge you. I don't give a fuck where you go. I hope you know what I'm saying? We all end up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get my shit together and get up there with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, Ratchet Gang, man, look, this is a very good live, very informative, and this was just about the facts. So look back over at this live, pay attention to what me and Mel taught y'all tonight, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it'll help you get a better understanding of what this case is about. So with that being said, Ratchet Gang, wave bye to the room, say bye to this place. We out of here. You know what I'm saying? We out of here, y'all. We moving on to better places. Salute to the gang. Salute to the gang. Salute to the mother gang. No, I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about. Hey, this your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV. We report. You decide. Hey, on that note, I'm gone.